another super goal.
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody. Pitchside. England have won this one 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum's looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey. It's Stephen Godfrey. He's at the goal. That's in goal. Stephen Godfrey.
Your 2018 champions, the London Monarchs. Winners of 2018.
Boys, well done, boys. Let's give it up. Go on, lads.
What drama we have here! Allowed to play on, puts a shot away, and just another super goal.
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody, pitchside. England have won this one 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey. It's Stephen Godfrey. He's at the goal. That's in goal. Stephen Godfrey.
Your 2018 champions, the London Monarchs. Winners of 2018.
Well done, boys. Let's give it up. Go on, lads.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is the Middle School Sports Day. The weather is holding. Welcome to all of you at home and maybe around the world. It is a really exciting afternoon. We have a brilliant commentary team who started off yesterday, Mr. Carter and Mr. Winterton, and I'm handing over to them both right now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you very much for joining us for the Handcross Park Middle School Sports Day. I am delighted to confirm by special request I'm joined in the commentary booth again by Ollie Winterton. Hello, Ollie.
Hello, Mr. Carter. How are you? I'm
very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, Ollie commentated on the lower school sports day with me yesterday, and I've got to be careful what I say in the current state of the world at the moment, but you went viral, Ollie.
Possibly, you could say.
So he's back by popular demand to commentate on the middle school sports day. We've got a very jam-packed schedule up ahead with lots of events on the track and on the field. Ollie, yesterday was a massive success for lower school. Any particular highlights?
It was. I would say one of the highlights was the high jump. The bar got really high and very impressive jumping from there. But I feel some records could have been broken in the track.
I think also what was really nice to see is that we saw a lot of athletic prowess in the lower school, but on top of that we also saw amazing sportsmanship and kindness showed amongst the pupils to each other. So hopefully more of the same for middle school. So as you can see there, the six pupils are getting prepared for the ball throw. There's a wider shot for you of the pupils just making their way to the various events. So the order of events for today, Year 5 are going to start off on the track, and that will commence with the 800 metres final for the girls and the boys. And then whilst they are doing that, the Year 6s will be on the field events, and then halfway through the afternoon they will swap over, and the Year 6s will move to the track and the Year 5s will move to the field.
The field events are high jump, long jump, ball throw and shot put.
We're also very lucky today to be joined by Connie Whale and George Rhodes, a Year 7 and Year 8 pupil respectively, and they are going to be roving reporters on the ground. So at various points in the afternoon we might send them down to commentate on events live for you. So it looks like the girls are ready here on the track for the first event, which is the 800 metres final. We have got in lane 1 Maggie Lunn for the Saxons, lane 2 Claudia Allison for the Britons, lane 3 Catrill for the Vikings, lane 4 Tia for the Normans,
lane 5 Darcy Kelmick for the Britons, lane 6 Elizabeth Whale for the Normans, lane 7 Kelsey Adoui for the Saxons, and lane 8 Pippa Gilby for the Vikings.
And you may have heard the pistol go there, so the girls are setting off on their first lap round the track of what will be a pretty gruelling distance, 800 metres for the girls. Ollie, 800 metres, how are they going to be feeling?
So about the 400 metre mark, the legs will be grueling. You'll be feeling throbbing pain. But at this first bit, it's all about taking the lead. And once you're in the lead, you can maintain this lead. But, however, if you don't pace yourself, you will run out of energy and you will not be able to finish the race.
I know you commented on it yesterday, Ollie, but I think it's really important what you said about how every position, every placing on this sports day matters to the houses.
It does.
So it's not just about those out the front, also the ones who are participating at the back. It makes a real contribution to the team.
Agreed. The record for the girls, 8. No record, unfortunately.
Okay, the girls are rounding the top bend at the moment, coming down this home straight. You might be able to hear on the microphones their housemates cheering them on as they come round. It looks like Tia is out in the lead for the Normans, followed closely by Darcy Chelmick, and then Claudia Allison in third place at the moment. So Tia just running down that straight. Obviously it's 800 metres, so they've got a couple more laps before the finish line. But you should hear the sound of the bell when it is the final lap.
There's the bell now signalling the final lap.
Okay, so Tia in the lead, followed closely by Darcy Chelmick on her shoulder, then Claudia Allison behind Darcy Chelmick.
It seems that Darcy Chelmick is about to overtake Tia. She is making a run for it, and she has. Well done.
And Catrill then in fourth, followed by Kelsey, and then we have got Lily Whale.
Tia has stopped.
Pippa Gilby and Maggie Lunch has overtaken Pippa Gilby as they round the bottom part of the field towards the road. It might be worth recapping at this point. Obviously, the lower school, middle school and upper school sports day was separated. The points do all get added together to make a total score for the houses. Now, obviously, we've only had the lower school sports day yesterday, and it was the Saxons that finished on top, followed closely by the Normans. So at the end of the sports day yesterday, Saxons were in the lead, but obviously any points accrued today will contribute to that as well.
It was a stunning performance yesterday, and I feel maybe the decider was made by the 50-metre shuttlecock at the end where Saxons did triumph.
The shuttle relay.
The shuttle relay.
Absolutely, yeah. The shuttle relay at the end worth double points.
Did.
They are, it looks like actually Claudia is stretching out, striding out now. She may have overtaken first place. We're just looking at the top of the field now. She's coming around the bend. Claudia Allison really preserved her energy well in that first lap and is now coming down the final straight in pole position. Claudia Allison, brilliant running.
She has lovely open strides, which allows for lots of coverage very quickly. You can see just behind her seems to be Kelsey.
It looks like Darcy Chelmick in second place.
Chelmick.
Claudia Allison now, she's the last 50 metres or so. You can hear everyone clapping her in. It's a long distance. She's done incredibly well, pumping those arms. Quick check over the shoulder. And she's going to cross the finish line in first place. Well done, Claudia. Darcy Chelmick just coming over the finish line shortly. She will finish second. Then it's going to be tight between Tia and Catrill for third place, but it looks like Tia's going to hold off Catrill. So Tia third, Catrill fourth, Kelsey coming in fifth,
Lily Whale coming in
sixth, Maggie Lunn.
And Maggie Lunn in seventh. Well done, everybody.
And we're just waiting on a couple more coming around there. That's good sportsmanship. That's really nice to see. So we've got Pippa Gilby running around there, being supported trackside by another pupil behind the tree there who's not participating in the race, but is just running to keep her company, which is lovely to see.
You will see a few of older kids around the track today, and that is because they are year 7, so they are helping out with the field events and track.
Yes, there's Rosie Dobbs in year 7, just running with Pippa. Those final few metres. It's a long distance. Well done, Pippa. It
is indeed. Pippa has done very, very well. You can see the determination, and when she crosses that finish line, she'll see very, very, very proud, and so she should be. Well done, Pippa.
Absolutely, and valuable points for her house as well, so they'll be very proud of her as well.
Of course.
Well done, Pippa. So the boys are now in their lanes ready to go for the 800 metres final. In lane 1 for the Normans, we've got Lucas Hawes. In lane 2 for the Britons, Zach Stein. Lane 3 for the Saxons, Louis Mosley-Davis. Lane 4 for the Vikings, we've got Zach Collison.
Lane 5 for the Vikings, we have Farron Elmalas. Then lane 6, Zachary Ford. Lane 7, Luke Rourke. And lane 8, Samuel Trott.
So the girls starting off the afternoon with a fantastic display of endurance and stamina. So let's hope that the boys can match that in their race now. Just having a quick look there at the ball throw.
Indeed, you can see Miss Seaton coaching the year 6s for their ball throw right now. And 2 ably assisted year 7s are helping. Daniel Connolly and Amelia Crocker.
Looks like the shot put actually, I think.
Yes, it is, in fact.
Okay, so the boys are getting into position. Miss Robinson is walking over. She's changed her flag, Ollie. She had a green flag yesterday. Miss Robinson's decided to opt for a red number today.
I quite liked green because it showed optimism.
Absolutely. So there you can see Lucas Hawes. The staff, Zach Stein there, they're just making sure they're in the correct starting positions. Louis Mosley-Davis stretching there. Okay, the boys varying starting positions.
I'm pretty sure Miss Robinson is a Briton, so there could be something there.
I'm sure as a trustworthy member of staff, she's going to remain firmly neutral for the sports day events.
Agreed. I think everybody is mostly.
Athletics is the winner this afternoon.
It is. I think it always has been.
Okay, so the boys ready to go. Miss Robinson just finalising things. The flag has gone up. You should see that on your picture. The red flag has gone up. So when that drops, the gun has gone, and the boys are off for their first lap of the track for this 800 metres final.
Luke Rourke overtaking Sam Trott, but it seems that Farron Elmalas is closing in on him. Zach Ford not far behind. This is a very, very quick pace at the start. Well done, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're just heading round the back of the house tents there.
Farron Elmalas starting with a massive sprint. He is really, really not holding back. However, if he does not conserve his energy, he will fall behind.
Absolutely, it's all about stamina and preserving that energy for the final push, which, as we saw in the girls' race, Claudia did so brilliantly.
She did. You can see just behind him is Louis Mosley Davis, and just behind him is Zach Ford. Sorry, no, that's not Zach Ford. Zach Collison.
So just round in the top of the track at the moment. Farron still seemingly in the lead as he comes onto the final strip, not the final stretch, sorry, the home straight, but he's got one more lap to do after this, remember. So Farron Elmelas, followed by Louis Mosley Davis, followed by Zach Collison and Zach Ford, then Luke Rourke, and the other boys just coming around the bend now. So this is where the legs will start to burn, and they've got one lap to go.
They're doing very well. Farron is still up front here, but you can see he is tiring, and Louis Mosley Davis seems to be catching up, closely followed by Zach Ford, who is constantly pushing at his shoulder. However, Farron is still in front and doing very well. Luke Rourke just crossing the finish line for his first lap.
Zach Stein coming across the finish line, and Lucas Hall, and then Sam Trott bringing it up for the Saxons as well. So again, every point counts for their houses.
Yes, well done, Sam. Determination and perseverance, very good. Farron is still in front, but Louis Moses Davis seems to be closing on him. Oh, there seems to be a bit of a sprint going on here. Both boys do not want to give up their places, but Louis is keen to get in front.
Okay, now it did threaten to rain this afternoon, but at the moment it's quite overcast. Luckily, not raining at the moment. We were quite lucky, fortunate yesterday with the lower school sports day, so fingers crossed we're going to stay dry again, Ollie. Okay, now the boys just round in the top of the track again, and this will be the final straight for them. So Farron has maintained that lead. So he's pushing down now that final stretch. Louis Mosley Davis, look at him, he's pushing hard, and this will be a very tight finish. Zach Collison isn't giving up, he's pushing as well. So Farron in the lead. Here's a quick glance over his shoulder. Louis Mosley Davis giving everything, but Zach Collison really putting his foot down. Now this is going to be very, very tight. Farron takes first place, and I think we might have to go to a photo finish to find second place. Farron in first, and it'll be between Louis Mosley Davis and Zach Collison for second place. It looks like here for fourth place, Zach Ford. That's a very strong finish for the Briton. Zach Ford coming down the track now. He will finish in fourth.
Well done.
Luke Rourke looks like he'll be taking home fifth, but Zach Stein is still hunting him down. So we'll have to wait and see.
You can see lots of Year 7s around the finish line. They are helping with the photo finish. It seems to be decided that Zach Collison actually overtook Louis Mosley Davis on the last stretch. You can see the order on the bench. Farron has definitely taken first.
Yeah, they'll be tired, those boys. And here comes Sam Trott over the finish line. One last push for Sam Trott and the Saxons. Valuable points for his house. And who's being cheered on at the moment by his housemates, which is brilliant to see. So he's been clapped over the finish line. Sam Trott finishing now, and the boys getting some oxygen in. Okay, and we go live now to George Rhodes on the high jump.
Hello, you join me at the high jump with Connie, and we will be commentating on this for a bit.
Danielle's just cleared that perfectly. Well done.
Jeez. And the jump from Amelia, and it's currently at a 103 height.
They're clearing this one amazingly. Yes,
Alex
Ali.
Wiseman with a clear on that one.
Oh, so close.
Go on, Henry. clear jump once again.
Got some good high jumpers in this year.
Oh, lucky on that one.
Go on, Williams, going for the Vikings. Yes, cleared that one perfectly.
Clear jump, cheers from the Vikings 10. Another clear jump for Vikings.
Another one for Britons.
Ibrahim with the clear, we're just going to check the height. They are jumping at a 105. Right, we're going to go back to Mr. Carter and Ollie for the 100 metres.
Hello, we are back. You can see the girls here beginning their 100 metres, Division 3.
This is the Division 3, Year 5 girls 100 metres, just up the track. They're in position. You can hear Miss Robinson giving them clear instructions at the moment. So the lineup for the 100 metres, Ollie.
Is in lane 2, Zoya Haider. Lane 3, Lucy Bull. Lane 4, Inaya Hafiz. In lane 5, B. Isles. In lane 6, Sadie Bushel. And in lane 7, Tara Najabin.
And this should be a good race. Now B. Isles and Naya look like they're in the lead. And Naya looks like she's just starting to stride out ahead of B, followed by Zoya, followed by Sadie, followed by Tara. But it's going to be very tight, and B's not giving up. It's going to be Anaya first, then B, then Zoya, Sadie over the finish line, and then Tara. That was very fast indeed. Well done, girls. So that was the Division 3, Year 5, 100 metres. So next up, we will have the Division 2 100 metres. So lane 1, Tamara, sorry. Lane 2, Maggie Lunn. Lane 3, Pippa Gilby. Lane 4, Aliha.
Lane 5, Luya Lee. Lane 6, Zyla Wellinghoff. Zilia Wellinghoff, sorry. Lane 7, Elizabeth Whale. And lane 8, Lauren Bushell.
Yeah, it's important to note as well, some of these girls have just completed the 800 metres as well. So they've run 800 metres. And they've had a short break, and now they're straight into the 100 metres again. So this one will go quickly. We're just looking at the shot put here as we're waiting. But the girls are in their positions. Miss Robinson is waiting to raise the flag up the track.
Maggie Lunn did 800, Pippa Gilby, and Elizabeth Webb.
The record for this is 14 seconds and 7 milliseconds. They are... And they are off. So the girls sprinting down now. We are looking here, and it looks like Aliha McKeem is in the lead, followed closely by Luya Lee, but Lauren Bushell is pushing hard on the near side. It's going to be very tight. Aliha's pumping those arms, pumping those legs, striding out. It'll be Aliha, followed by Luya, followed by Lauren, followed by Zilia, Pippa, Maggie, Lily, and Tamara. So all the girls over the finish line. Again, that seemed like quite some pace there, and the girls will now go to the rest and recovery bench for their results to be adjudicated, and also for them to just get a bit of air into those lungs.
Yes, that was a very, very, very quick race there. I wouldn't be surprised if the record was broken.
And already the girls are getting ready for the Division 1 100 metres final. So we have got in lane 1, Kelsey, lane 2, Olivia Smith, lane 3, Tia, lane 4, Catrill.
Lane 5, Darcy Chelmick, lane 6, Claudia, lane 7, Lily, and lane 8, Naomi.
Okay, let's have a look. The girls up the track are in position. Miss Robinson's just given them some instructions, final instructions. Just making sure no one's creeping forward and getting a bit of a head start, Ollie.
Of course, we had that, I remember, on the lower school sports day, a bit of a false start, however, it was quickly recommended.
The flag has gone up. There they are in the starting positions.
Reprimanded, I meant, sorry.
Just waiting for Miss Robinson to get us underway.
Flags up. Girls are ready. The race is about to start.
What are you saying again? Take your mark, and then set, and then the go. Oh my god, I thought that was okay.
Some confusion as to the commands. So Miss Robinson's just reminding the girls what exactly they need to do. And there goes the pistol. They are off. And Catriel is driving with those arms nicely. Claudia chasing her down. Darcy Joamir. Tia's had a glance over her shoulder. This will be very tight, but it looks like Catriel, that's some pace, speeding away. It's Catriel, then Tia, then Claudia, then Darcy, Olivia, Kelsey and Naomi. A fantastic race there. Some impressive pace, Ollie.
Agreed. Those girls really were powering along there. I'm very surprised at their pace.
Yeah, the record 14 seconds and 7 milliseconds. We're obviously not timing here in the commentary booth, but Mr. Evans has his trusty iPad on the finish line, so I'm sure if we have any records today, we'll be updating you as they come.
I'm quite sure a record was probably beaten there. So, in Boys Division 3, we have in lane 3, Oliver Ransom. In lane 4, George Musgrave. In lane 5, Barnaby Eden. And in lane 6, Rory McGavock. So, this is the Boys Division 3. You can see them all lined up. And there you can see them lined up. We're getting a debrief from Emmy Davidson, our trusty Year 7 pupil. They all look very pleased. We have a Norman, a Briton, a Saxon, and a Viking. A very, very nice mix.
To Miss Robinson there, just making sure that everything's in order. Seeing some little dance moves there from the Year 5s.
They must be very pleased. I'm sure they are excited. Today is a big day for them, and they are definitely hoping to secure that first place. Second would also be nice.
They're doing a quick toe check here to make sure that their feet are behind the lines.
Agreed.
How are you feeling? Nervous at this point, Ollie, do you think, or just excited?
I would say they'd be feeling excited, a cross between nervous and excited. They want to do well. They're not sure if they will, so they're probably a bit nervous, but they're excited because if they do well, they'll feel very pleased.
I will move further away.
I see what you've done there. Okay, Miss Robinson's flag is raised. The boys are waiting.
Okay, boys.
There's a shush there from Musgrave to the crowd. They're obviously making too much noise. And they're off down the track. So this is the 100 meters, sorry.
And it seems that Rory is in front, closely followed by George Musgrave, who's making a power. But Oliver Ransom is just behind George. He's constantly pushing. This is going to be very close. Rory is still leading out in front. George Musgrave seems to be pulling away from Ollie. It's very close, but Rory is going to take that first place. Then it's going to be George. Then it's going to be... Oh, that looked like quite a close finish there between third and fourth. However, I would say probably Barnaby, then Ollie Ransom.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the replay there, but a very good win there for Rory, followed by George. And you can see here on the replay, Rory using those arms to power himself over the track. Okay, nice long strides. We've got George behind him again. Nice pumping of the arms. So Rory finishes in first place for the Britons. George Musgrave in second place. And we're having a look here. I think you're right, Ollie. I think it's Barnaby followed by Oliver. So
very close race.
Division 2 for the boys, 100 metres coming up now. We've got in lane 2, Samuel Trott from the Saxons. Lane 3, Tyler for the Normans. Lane 4, Max Dinning for the Vikings.
Lane 5, Edward Dearsley for the Vikings. Lane 6, Nyan Keats Rastagai for the Britons, and lane 7, Hugh Crocker for the Vikings.
So the flag has gone up.
The boys are ready.
Take your box. Set.
And they are off. You can hear the crowd cheering them on that first 10 metres or so. Tyler looks like he's pulling away at the front. He's closely followed by Max and Sam. This could be very tight indeed. Tyler pulling away now for the Normans. He's pumping those legs. Tyler finishes first, Samuel Trott, and then Ed Dearsley in third.
Ed Dearsley seems to have lost a shoe.
Shoeless.
Shoeless. That's a good pun.
And the boys are now sitting. So you can see here, Tyler pulling away. There's quite a close middle field there between the boys. Oh, that's the moment that Ed's shoe goes. You can see that shoe bouncing, but it doesn't put him off, and actually he goes from fourth place. Maybe it was weighing him down. He actually then goes into third place.
That would make sense. You can see Tyler out front. He really pushes those arms. He does a very good job there.
Okay, wait until I give you the picture before you call their names out, right? Because I have to move the cameras.
Stay in your lane the whole way. Run through the line. As Mr. Richard says, you need to maybe dip at the line. It's probably going to be quite a close race.
So next up, we have got the Division 100 metres, boys. So here we've got lane 1, Vigo Waitman. Lane 2, actually, unfortunately, Vigo's injured, so he won't be taking part in this event. Lane 2, Luke Rourke. Lane 3, Louis Mosley Davis. Lane 4, Farron.
Lane 5, Zach Collison. Lane 6, Zach Ford. Lane 7, Zach Stein. And lane 8, Lucas Hawes. 2 Zachs there.
3 Zachs there.
3 Zachs.
3 Zachs, Ollie. So the flag is up. We're getting ready, and they are off. The boys are off. This will be very close. We're going to have to keep a very close eye on this. You can see the expression. They're pumping their arms. Farron looks like he's in the lead. Zach Collison and Louis chasing him down. Can any of them catch him? Farron is stretching. Zach Collison is pumping those legs. It's Farron first, Zach Collison second, Louis Mosley-Davis third. So that's a Vikings 1-2, and Louis Mosley-Davis for the Saxons finishes third.
Well done, everybody. Up next we have George Rhodes presenting long jump, the Year 6 long jump.
So you can see the replay there, the boys coming across the finish line. And we will shortly be heading across now to our roving reporters, George Rhodes and Connie Whale, who are by the long jump.
Once again, you join us at the long jump for the boys and girls Year 6 long jump.
Year 6 boys.
Yeah, the girls have just finished their event.
They're doing their practice jumps now.
Right, first person on the Year 6 long jump.
We have Devon.
And it's a good one.
We now have James for his first practice jump.
No jump, but these are just practice jumps, so warming up for the main event, which will be in due course. Archie Bates with the practice jump. It's good.
Good jumps here. We now have Arthur for his practice jump.
Just shy of the board. Right, we have got the sign. Now we are going to start the first round of the Year 6 boys long jump.
This is Devon's first jump.
Here comes. Running up to the board. And it is clear. We go to measure it. And it is a 2.54.
Okay, and you can see there we're going across now for the Year 5 girls 200 metres event. In lane 2, we've got Zoya, lane 3, B. Isles, lane 4, Sadie Bushell, lane 5, Luya Lee, lane 6, Tamara, and lane 7, Tara. And the girls are off. So this is Division 3, Year 5, 200 metres.
You can see it seems to be Tia leading in first place with a massive sprint start. Well done to her.
That's Luya for the Saxons, a very good start.
Luya. Yes, Luya for the Saxons. She's doing very well. Quick look over her shoulder to check if anybody's swallowing her. It seems that B. Isles is closing on her, closely followed by Zoya Hayder, then Sadie. Wow. Very well done by Luya. She is about to cross the line. Very good pace.
Strong finish that by Luya. She's run that extremely well, so the Saxons will be pleased.
Then B,
followed,
then Zoya, then Sadie.
A nice finish here, all between Sadie and Tamara, and then Tara finishing beautifully for the Saxons. So again, the Saxons having Luya, who won the race, and then Tara coming across the finish line there for the Saxons as well. All the points will count towards the house totals at the end of the day, and obviously those contribute to the total house scores at the end of all the sports days combined. So the girls sat there, they've done really, really well there, taking some air in.
A long jump while she struggles in front of the camera.
Okay, we can just see Devon there jumping for the long jump there.
Measuring now.
And they are measuring Mr. Davis. Okay, and it looks like back on the track, we have got the Division 2 200 metres coming up for you. So in lane 1, Pippa Gilby. In lane 2, Lucy Ball. Lane 3, Maggie Lunn. Lane 4, Naomi Hamilton.
Lane 5, Lauren Bushell. Lane 6, Elizabeth Well. Lane 7, Zelia Wellinghoff. Lane 8, Inaya Haffis.
So Miss Robinson's flag is up just behind the tree on your screen. And she's just reminding the girls of the procedure for the start. The girls are ready and the pistol has sounded and they are off, coming round that top bend. So 200 metres. They're going round the top of the track at the moment. They'll go shortly past the shot put event, and then it's the final stretch and a race for the finish line. Now it looks very close. Zelia and Anaya coming around that bend, looking neck and neck. Lily Whale and Lauren pushing hard as well.
This is a very, very close race here. You can see Zelia is doing very well, closely followed by, I believe it is...
We've got Anaya, but Lauren Bushell's making a stride, so Anaya's going to have to hold her off. Anaya will do that, and Anaya will finish first. Lauren, Lily Whale, Zelia, Naomi, Pippa Gilby and Maggie Lunn tried to hunt her down on the finish line there. Couldn't quite catch her in time, but a fantastic race there from the girls, which leads us on to the Division 1 200 metres.
Right, give me a chance to get a camera over there.
And you can see here, we just switch back here to the long jump. Arthur White obviously having completed some of his jumps and going under there to back to his house tent. Jacob Spears in the background, a Year 7 pupil helping out with the scores. So the Division 1 200 metres, lane 1 Aliha McKeem, lane 2 Olivia Smith, lane 3 Kelsey, lane 4 Catriel,
lane 5 Darcy Chelmick, lane 6 Claudia Allison, lane 7 Lily Haller, and lane 8 Tia Yu. I remember Claudia Allison has been doing sterling work today. Let's see if she can get another first place. However, she must be tired from all her running. Tia has also been doing lots of racing, so has Olivia.
Claudia's going to have a bit of sibling pressure on her after her brother performed so well yesterday in the lower school sports day.
She is. I believe he was the victor.
I think you're right. Henry Curden there, you can see on your screen, just doing a good jump for the Normans. Mr. Davis, just checking, and we're back onto the track. The girls in their starting positions, ready to go for this 200 metres, and they're off Division 1 as they come round the top bend, just behind the tree.
Tia is in front, closely followed by Claudia. This is a very, very quick race here. Tia is doing a very, very large sprint, but will she run out of energy like last time? I don't think so. She is really going for it. But Claudia is overtaken. Claudia is just behind, hot on her heels though.
This is a very competitive race. The girls, as you can see, all pretty much neck and neck. It looks like Tia's just in the lead, but Catriel is really pushing hard, and Claudia hasn't given up. She's still going, so looks like Tia followed by Catriel, and then Claudia in third position, but a fantastic race. All the girls now over the finish line. A very quick 200 metres. As you can see there, they're all packed together quite tightly.
Photo finish here.
Tia for Normans takes victory, and I think it's probably going to be Catriel for the Vikings, followed by Claudia there in third place. A fantastic race, girls.
Well done.
See the staff there, just making sure that they're all okay. Hands on heads, getting some air in and recovering before they're allowed to go off to their house pens and chat to their friends again.
Getting some oxygen. Up next we have the boys.
Eddie Bauer there on your screens, just completing a long jump. Mr. Davis using his measuring skills as a DT guru to measure the length of the jump. And now we're back over to the boys. This is the 200 metres Division 3. So Ollie Ransom for the Saxons, Ed Dearsley for the Vikings, George Musgrave for the Vikings, Rory McGavitt for the Britons, and Barnaby Eden for the Normans as they round that top part of the track.
It seems that Rory McGavick is in front, closely followed by Edward Dearsley. And then just behind, Edward Dearsley seems to have overtaken Rory. Just behind Rory you can see George, Barnaby and Ollie Ransom. It is a very close race. Ed Dearsley is heading in front. Ed Dearsley making a massive sprint. He's overtaken Rory and he takes first place, then Rory second. George is going to take third, and it could be close between Ollie Ransom and Barnaby. Barnaby, however, is going to take fourth and Ollie fifth. Well done, boys. Good race.
Fantastic racing.
Taking a breather on the benches.
If we look at the high jump now, I've been reliably informed by Mr. Richards that actually the pupils are performing brilliantly in the high jump. Lots of personal bests have been achieved, so the high jump is going really well. and they should be really proud of that. So we might have more on that later, maybe some school records to be broken, and we'll just wait to go back across to the track for Division 2, 200 metres.
Good clearance by Ibrahim there. Very well done. This is the Year 6 high jump, and Harry Ward is running up here, and he clears it as well. They are jumping very high. Well done.
Nice.
This is the Boys Division 2 200 metres. Hugh Crocker, Samuel Trott, Max Dinning, Lucas Hawes, and Nyan Keats Rastogi.
And the boys are off again, 200 metres, so they're round in that top part of the track. And it looks like Lucas Hawes just overtaking Nyan, but Max Dinning right on his tail. He's pumping those legs, and actually that'd be interesting to see if they can keep that out, because that should be an interesting finish.
Max Dinning in first as we come to the 100 metres. However, it is going to be very close. Max Dinning is still in first. Hot on his heels is Lucas Hawes. Lucas Hawes is overtaking, and Max is falling behind. Sam Trott is just behind Max. Lucas is still running strong. Just behind Max, you can see Hugh Crocker doing very well, and Lucas is sprinting across that finish line. He's taking first. Sam Trott second, Max Dinning third. Oh wait, Max Dinning third, Nyan second, and Hugh last. However, doesn't matter if you're last, because you are contributing to the house total. All points matter. We can't stress this enough. Every year we have a house that barely wins. It's normally a 1 to 2 point difference, very close.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really steady race there from Lucas Hawes. I think he paced himself beautifully, very consistent with his strides and his running, and actually didn't give up at all. So fantastic, all the way to the finish line, which a brilliant race by all the boys there, but Lucas Hawes takes first place. So on to the Division 1 200 metres. The boys over there at the moment are lining up. The flag has gone up from Miss Robinson.
In lane 1 we have Luke Rourke, lane 2 Vigo Waitman, lane 3 Louis Mosley Davis, lane 4 Zachary Ford, lane 5 Farron Elmalas, lane 6 Zach Collison, lane 7 Tyler Yu, lane 8 Zachary Stein.
So this will be fast. Miss Robinson's gun has gone off, and the boys, that's some pace around the top there behind the trio on your screens.
Zach Collison making a beeline for the finish line. He is powering out front. However, Farron is coming in very close. Farron seems to be overtaking Zach Collison. Tyler has done a stumble, poor Tyler, but he's carrying on going. What perseverance from Tyler. Farron is still in front, closely followed by Zach, but Louis Mosley Davis is catching him. Just behind Louis, you see Luke Rourke, then Zachary Ford, and then Tyler and Zachary Stein are still going straight at it. Farron sprinting across this finish line. He's going to take first, then Zach Collison, then Louis Mosley Davis, and then Zachary Ford, then Luke Rourke, then Zachary Stein, then Tyler Yu. Yeah,
the Vikings will be delighted with that performance. A first place and second place combination there. You mentioned that Zach Collison was making a beeline for the finish. Do you think he'll be buzzing with second place?
I bet you he will. That was a stunning performance by him. I reckon Mr. Richards will be very pleased.
Mr. Richards, Viking housemaster, I'm sure he'll be chuffed with the Vikings 1-2. Obviously, as organiser of Sports Day, he remains impartial throughout, but a bit of him secretly delighted with that performance.
We have an ongoing House Point Total Cup to win, and Sports Day is a massive part of this cup, a huge contributor.
Yeah, joking aside, a massive well done to all the game staff, and particularly Mr. Richards, Mr. Evans and Miss Robinson for organising, arranging this amazing event. You can just see there, looks like William Shelton for the Vikings just knocking the bar down on the high jump, but it's takes a lot of organising this event, and they've done a really good job.
I know for sure that Mr. Richards, as my tutor, he has been working very hard for this Sports Day. He's been very busy.
Doesn't get you guys to do it in tutor time?
No, thankfully. So you can see the high jump here. Very high now. I'm not a high jump person. I definitely couldn't jump that. So it seems like Ibrahim now coming up for his jump. He's doing a great job here. Big sprint start. Can he clear it? Oh, very close. Nearly. Unlucky Ibrahim. They're doing very well. This is a very high jump to do. I'm very surprised.
It is quite high, very high, yeah.
It is.
And now Harry Ward for the Saxons.
He has been a star recently, and he clears it.
Phenomenal. And you can see Emilia Lynch there, Saxon's housemate, delighted with that. Just see a replay here of Harry as he arcs round for the high jump.
He jumps and he clears it beautifully. Well done, Harry.
Look at that, makes that look easy.
He does.
That's how I get on the sofa in the evenings.
I prefer to do a cartwheel first. I feel it's more elegant because then I can lay down.
As you kept reminding me yesterday, Ollie, you've got the power of youth on your side.
Energy of youth, sir. It is just incredible.
Absolutely.
And if I fail the cartwheel, I move into a flip, and it's just perfect. It synchronises together.
Now, the next track event we've got coming up for you, Miss Robinson is just getting them organised, is the 300 metres final. And so the final for the girls will go first, and then we'll have the 300 metres final for the boys.
In lane 1 for the 300 metre girls final. Ooh, still doing high jump. Ibrahim is getting ready. Oh no. And a very good clearance by William Shelton. Congratulations to him. Very high. The bar is being... And here we have the girls 300 metres final. In lane 1, Lily Hanna. In lane 2, Kesley Adewumi. In lane 3, Tia Yu. In lane 4, Catriel Naji. In lane 5, Olivia Smith. In lane 6, Darcy Chelmick. In lane 7, Claudia Allison. In lane 8, Elizabeth Well.
Yeah, and as we've seen already this afternoon, some of these girls have been in at least one, if not more, events. So, you know, a phenomenal job. And the fact that they're going again, ready to go for 300 metres. So they're in their starting positions now. Miss Robinson and the girls are off. You should see them around the back of the house tents now.
You just saw a clearance by Seb Bjorn. Very good there. But now the girls are off.
And Lily Whale taking an early lead, followed closely by Claudia Allison, and then Darcy Chelmick, and then Olivia Smith. That's a very tight front pack at the moment. Let's see who can keep up that stamina as we get on to the last 200 metres or so.
We've seen that Claudia is very good at pacing herself, and she shines in the 100 metres where she just has so much reserved energy. However, at the front at the moment is Darcy Chelmick, closely followed by Olivia Smith, and Claudia is neck and neck with Olivia. Claudia is now beginning her large sprint. She's a lovely open stride, allows her to cover lots of ground, and she is sprinting forwards very, very well. However, it seems that Darcy Chelmick is still in front. Claudia seems to be falling behind a bit, but Olivia is matching. Oh no, Darcy is making a beeline. She is doing very well. She's striding out, she's sprinting. This is going to be close between second place, however, and Darcy takes first, Olivia takes second, Claudia takes third. This was a very good race.
It'll be Catriel over the line in fourth, followed by Kelsey in fifth, and Lily Whale coming up now to the finish line. Well done, Lily. Fantastic performance.
Agreed.
What a great run. Darcy Chelmick, she made an early dash for it out the front and managed to keep up that endurance all the way through to the finish line. So brilliant run by Darcy Chelmick. She takes first place for the Britons as we see Amelia Lynch clear quite a high bar on the high jump there for the Saxons.
She looked like she had some more clearance there as well. And as we know, I find that when doing cross country, if you get in front, you can actually maintain that lead. So maybe Darcy has a strategy.
I think what's really nice as well, and we saw this yesterday at lower school sports day, is that, you know, they're clearing the bars, they're making big jumps, and actually all their friends, regardless of which house they're in, are, you know, cheering for them, clapping them. You saw a high five there from Harry, who's in the Saxons as well. But the sportsmanship on show at the lower school sports day yesterday, and what we've seen this afternoon, you can see Zach, obviously, who's a Viking there, doing a big round of applause. So all the pupils doing themselves really, really proud at the moment. And now we're across to the boys 300 metres final. In lane 1, Lucas Hawes. Lane 2, Vigo Waitman. Lane 3, Zach Collison. Lane 4, Louis Mosley Davis.
Lane 5, Fran Elmalas. Lane 6, Zach Ford. Lane 7, Zach Stein. And lane 8, Tyler.
So let's see how the boys get on with this. And they are off. So in the girls' race, we saw quite an early dash for the start, which Darcy Chelmick managed to maintain. Let's see if the boys have a similar strategy. So it looks like Tyler up front, but Farron striding out now ahead, just trying to make an early lead for it. And then it's a question for the other boys, do they try and keep up with him, or do they try and preserve their energy for a final push?
We've seen this strategy quite a lot recently. Stride out front and maintain that lead. It seems it's much easier to maintain a lead than it is to gain the lead.
Now Farron still pushing hard, which is very impressive. Zach Collison following. Zach Collison's had a very good afternoon so far on the track. Louis Mosley Davis for the Saxons looking to push in. Zach Collison's overtaken Farron, and Zach Collison head down, arms pumping, legs thrusting over the last 50 metres or so. He's pulling away. What a fantastic run by Zach Collison. Zach Collison is going to cross the line in first place, followed second place by Farron, and third place Louis Mosley Davis. Fourth place will be Zach Ford. Fifth place coming over the finish line, Lucas Hawes, and then followed by Zach Stein. and Tyler for the Normans. Valuable points for his team then.
Well done, everybody. They've got a stunning race there. You can see Zach Collison at the last second really pumping out. But we're now switching over to high jump, where Zach Wallow has barely missed a jump there.
Yeah, the high jump's getting very exciting over there. And then we go back to the boys who are resting and recovering. What a run by Zach Collison. He paced himself at the start, didn't go for the lead straight away, but managed to preserve his energy and then burst through on that last straight. So Zach Collison, a very good victory, managed to hold off Farron, but again, the Vikings have got to be happy with the first and second place.
Mr. Richards must be very pleased. Here we switch over to long jump, where William Shelton is really going for it here. And what a jump, very far there. Incredible stuff by William. Zach Wallow again attempting, and he clears it. What an amazing jump by Zach. This is incredible. Now that is one very high bar.
I've just been informed, I think the bar's currently at 122 and the record is around 125. So these year sixes are pushing themselves and we may well see a school record today, which would be really exciting. At 125 for the girls and about 134 for the boys. So it's quite nice to see them there encouraging each other, clapping each other and trying to urge each other over that bar.
Here we see Danielle, and she clears it. What an amazing jump.
And again, you see in the background, even those pupils who aren't participating in the competition and from different houses are all giving her a massive round of applause. So the sense of sportsmanship and togetherness in this community is fantastic to see.
Agreed. What a jump by Danielle. Very nice clearance there. I reckon she should go a few more centimetres easily. Swinging her arm, she's just getting some looseness back. Well done.
Mr. Clark just giving the pupils a bit of a pep talk before we move on.
You can see the trusty year sevens, they're raising and lowering that bar. And when it's knocked off, they put it back into place. Arthur White running into the crowd there. He seems to be addressing his friends, telling them well done. They're all very pleased and happy.
And Mr. Cripps there, obviously a year 6 tutor, has gone down to maybe have a pep talk with some of his tutees. Some words of wisdom from the man himself. Obviously, we've said a big thank you to the games department already, but a massive thank you as well to the year 7s who are helping out with this event. You can see a couple of them there by the mat to help put the bar back on, but all around the course they're here helping. But also the ground staff as well for making the track and the field events look fantastic. The way they've worked for hours, worked for days on this, so fantastic.
And Danielle clears it again. What a jump! She is doing stellar performance here.
Absolutely, and the Saxons look delighted, but everyone giving her a round of applause. You can see her there clapping her hands in anticipation before starting on her run up to the high jump. Look at that.
What
nice,
a spring.
Brilliant form.
Amelia Lynch has just cleared the bar again. Well done to her.
Okay, so is this Danielle going again? Or, oh no, we've got, oh there we go, it's the replay of Amelia Lynch for the Saxons again, clearing the bar. Lots of smiles over there, which is lovely to see.
Alice Wiseman also seems to have just cleared the bar. The girls are doing stunning work today, well done.
Alice Wiseman here. Oh, unlucky Alice.
Just a bit of a slip there, maybe next time. She did very well.
Received some applause and a pat on the back there from Harry, which is nice to see as well.
And he is not even in her house. He, I believe, is a Saxon. She's a Viking, so very nice sportsmanship there.
Arthur White giving a little wave there. So who's up next? It looks like it could be Seb Bjorn for the Vikings. So Seb Bjorn starts his arc.
And he clears it.
Unconventional technique. He can't quite believe it either, but fantastic. He's done it. Gives himself a round of applause. Big smiles all round for Seb Bjorn.
Indeed, very good jump. Harry Ward seems to be laughing quite a lot. He is stunned by the fact that his friend has just cleared a very high jump in an unconventional way. Well done to Seb.
They all look like they're having a good time. And some cartwheels on the background there. Henry Curden, a bit of a gymnastics entertainment for you.
Yes.
Harry Ward now coming up for the Saxons. So Harry Ward arcing round for the high jump. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's knocked the bar off this time round. He's been performing well so far on the high jump, Harry.
He has. I reckon he'll get it second try, though. He's doing very well.
Zach Wallow for the Vikings.
Oh, very close.
We're now getting into the kind of zone where the bar's just that bit higher, where it becomes a bit trickier.
Next up, it seems to be Alice Wiseman. Can she clear? Takes a run up. Very well done.
Fantastic jump by Alice Wiseman. She's pleased. Mrs. Taylor's pleased. The Year 7s on the background are pleased. Rounds of applause all round for Alice Wiseman.
Everybody is so happy. This is a record-breaking high jump spree we've seen here. Harry Ward coming up for a second attempt. Can he clear it? And he can. Well done. I guessed he would, and he has. Well done, Harry. Such a good jump there.
Okay, I've just been informed by Mr. Richards that the record for the girls was 1.25 m, which Alice Wiseman and Amelia Lynch have equalled. So the girls will hopefully try and beat that record, but they've equalled the record at the moment, which is a fantastic achievement. So Alice Wiseman and Amelia Lynch, both Year 6 girls, have equalled that record of 1.25 m.
Indeed, well done to them. Zach Waller coming up again, and he clears it. Well done to him. Stunning performance. Both boys clear it on their second try. You can see in the background Sienna taking photos, making sure everybody is happy.
Real nice sense of camaraderie there between the Year 6s. They're all congratulating each other. You can see the different colours of the housetops. If you're not familiar with the school houses, the Saxons are the yellows, the Vikings are the blues, the Britons the reds, and the Normans are the greens. But as you can see, they're all cheering each other, supporting each other, and congratulating each other as well, which is great to see.
Yes, they are.
So Mr. Richards just giving them a pep talk. I suspect he's probably going to break the news about records before they carry on. And there you see a wider shot. Obviously, it'd be nice to have you guys here in person. And obviously, the way the world is at the moment, it's a shame you can't. But hopefully, this is giving you a bit of a sense of the brilliant afternoon that the pupils are providing at the moment.
Oh, Danielle barely missing that jump there. She was very, very close to clearing it. Maybe she'll complete it on her second.
Now, is Mr. Cripps going to have a go here? He's not, he's just cheering. I thought Mr. Cripps was going to go.
I think he'd just step over it.
He may well.
You can see him compared to the high jump is rather meagre.
Oh, Amelia Lynch, who's already... Oh, she's cleared the bar. So that, I presume, must be a school record. She looks chuffed with herself there. She runs up. Harry Ward congratulates her. Alice Wiseman. Nice, that's nice to see. A hug from Alice Wiseman for Amelia. She looks chuffed with herself. Fantastic display there on the field event.
Well done
on the
indeed.
high jump. Let's see if there's, I think there might be a replay we're going to see here. So this is Amelia. She's coming round now for the high jump. And you can see what a fantastic form that is from Amelia Lynch. It's been confirmed in my ear by Miss Robinson. She has just got the school record. So Amelia Lynch has the school record for the high jump. Congratulations, Amelia.
Well done, Amelia. That is a stunning performance. We'll see if she can clear it any more and increase the school record.
Now, just to keep you updated on proceedings, well, obviously the Year 6s are just finishing off these last stages of their field events. The Year 5s have completed all their track events, and once the Year 6s have finished their field events, we'll switch over. The 5s will participate in their field events, and the Year 6s will come to the track. So we just saw Harry Ward on the screens there for the high jump. Just hit the bar, but that, it looks like Zach Warlow has cleared the bar. So the boys really, sorry for the pun, Ollie, look like they're pushing the bar as well.
Very funny, sir. Very well done.
Pun-believable.
That was even better.
No, fantastic. Alice Wiseman, she's going this time round. So can Alice Wiseman? Oh, full start. This is Alice's second attempt at this height. So she's just getting her bearings as she comes around. And she's done it. So that must mean that she has equalled Amelia's new record. So Amelia held the record for approximately 2 minutes, and Alice has just gone and equalled it. So these two have both broken a school record today on the high jump, and they'll keep going.
See if the boys can break any more records. Harry Ward is coming up here, and he clears it. What a lovely jump by Harry.
Ollie, I'm starting to feel like we should have brought our duvet. I feel like we might have ended up, staying the night here, the rate that they're going.
Possibly, sir. Did you bring pillows?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, pillows would have been at
Hot
least quite
chocolate?
good. We could ask the prod squad.
We're going to be here a while, I feel. These Year 6s are really, really excelling in the high jump, which is fantastic.
What's your favourite topping on hot chocolate, sir?
Probably marshmallows.
Oh, marshmallows and cream is better.
I'm healthy.
I'm not.
So, Seb Bjorn for the Vikings. Looks like, is it Seb Bjorn who's going to be coming up now, or is he just participating? No, it is Seb Bjorn. Seb Bjorn is coming from quite a wide run-up. Oh!
Another unconventional strategy which didn't quite work.
Not that time round, but he's, all of those people, he's been cheered off the event there, which is fantastic to see. Everyone clapping him off. There's a real nice atmosphere building around that high jump. I think the pupils can sense that something special is happening over there. A couple of records being broken.
Agreed.
So
Only 4 competitors left even. One of them isn't competing.
oh, they're getting the hand clap started in an Olympic style. Hands above the heads.
We should do a Mexican wave, sir. At the end, we should do a Mexican wave.
If it was just me and you, Ollie, it'd be a very short Mexican wave.
No, but we should just try and include maybe all the year 7s and teachers. Good Mexican wave there.
Here we go, Amelia Lynch. Oh, she's just knocked the bar down. So Amelia Lynch, having already broken the school record, is obviously going to try and even better herself, but couldn't quite manage it on that occasion.
I think she would have cleared it if her head hadn't just nicked that bar. She looked to be clearing it, but her head unfortunately hit that bar.
Building up, and Alice Wiseman now.
Yes.
So, can Alice Wiseman set a new school record?
She's running up and...
Oh, I thought she had it.
I did too, sir. She was so close. I think at the last second, her head just nicked the bar.
I think she's saying one more attempt left. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Bit of a pep talk going on there. I presume they're being nice to each other, not sledging. But Harry Ward comes round. Oh, again. Looked like he was just going to do it, but that bar is quite a height now.
It is. It is.
It's so much energy.
There was no way I would go anywhere near that. Just no.
Zach Warlow, you can hear the crowd in anticipation. Oh, very close. So, the bar, no one's quite cleared the bar this round.
The only way I'd be getting through that is if I dived under it. Anyway, now, coming up, we have Emilia Lynch, who is doing very well today. Can she complete it? Big bounds in her steps. Oh, very close. And she seems to have finished. Or has she got one attempt left?
I think she might have one more attempt, so...
all for nothing.
In it to win it.
All or nothing, sorry.
Miss Robinson's just given a little bit of advice there. The hand's gone up. Look at Miss Robinson, she's stretching. Alice Wiseman.
Can she do it? Go on, Alice. She runs up, anticipation of the crowd.
Oh, that is... And you can hear the collective sighs from the crowd. They thought she'd done it, Alice Wiseman there. You can see in the background, big cheers from Aoife. Alice running round, and she takes off there. She gets up really high.
I think maybe when she landed on the crash mat, she knocked it off.
That's very unfortunate. Now, Harry Ward. Oh,
Harry's been doing well today. And
he's done it, Harry Ward! And look at the crowd behind.
Well
They're chuffed for him, and he looks delighted as well. Massive smile, a high five from Amelia Lynch. He's chuffed with that.
He is.
I feel like we're witnessing something special.
We are. This is such a stunning performance.
Zach Warlow's done it!
This is incredible, sir. We haven't seen anything like this for a long time. Lower School Sports Day was impressive. Now this is something with the high jump. They are clearing massive heights here. I would say they're at 130 probably.
Well, you won't have seen it on camera, but we had a group of year 7s stood next to us who, again, all of them jumped up in the air when Zach just cleared that bar. So the year 7's getting very much involved as well. And Amelia Lynch looks like she's getting some tips from Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson's just slowing her down. I think this is Amelia's last attempt at the high jump.
Indeed. Can she clear it? She's running up, big bounds in her steps. And
she's done it! So she has heightened the school record. She's set a new record, Amelia Lynch. Are the Guinness Book of Records here? I feel like we are, we're rattling through these. And you can see the replay here. So Miss Robinson, I don't know what Miss Robinson said, but that's why she's a PE teacher, Miss Robinson. Fantastic words of advice.
I think she might have been employed because she's a good PE teacher.
That is exemplary technique there by Amelia Lynch. She should be really chuffed with herself there.
Indeed. And I believe, we're not sure, but the boys' record could have been broken.
When she jumped.
Oh, that was the replay there. You just saw the commentary team and the year 7s next to us for when Amelia cleared that bar there of how happy they were. So I think we have just got Harry Ward, Zach Warlow and Amelia Lynch still in the game. Now Amelia Lynch has set a new school record. Harry Ward and Zach Warlow in the hunt for the boys' record. Oh, Harry
so
Ward.
Close to Harry. He was very close to clearing that there. Collective jump there from the crowd and from the year 7s.
So Zach Warlow looking like he's going to have his next attempt.
Indeed.
It's attracted quite the crowd, the high jump. You don't often see as many pupils crowded around the mat as there are now. So Zach Warlow starts his run-up.
Oh, very
that's
close.
Unfortunate for Zach.
Just a tiny bit more spring in his step and he's cleared that. Amelia Lynch now, she's going to try. Can she complete?
You can see words of encouragement from the pupils behind the mat to Amelia as she looks to set another school record.
I just noticed with Amelia, she has a certain bound to her step, if you see. Very long legs and sprint. Oh!
That was cruel, the bar. She seemed to clear it, and the bar then just decided it bounced a couple of times.
I think that was another land on the crash mat, and then the bar falls off. That's just, it's Matrix, sir. It's terrifying.
Absolutely fantastic. So, Amelia Lynch will get another attempt at the high jump for their new school records. She's the last woman standing.
She is. Can she complete it?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Very well done to everybody there. I believe that's the high jump finish.
No, I think she's got one more attempt at this height.
Really?
Yes, this was the new record. Amelia's got one more attempt. You can hear, you might be able to hear in the background, the pupils and staff applauding her to try and encourage her over this new height.
So currently the Year 6 are doing their field events, then the Year 5 will do theirs, whilst the Year 6 do their track events. And she clears it!
Done it! Unbelievable performance by Amelia Lynch. You can hear the cheering in the background and the rounds of applause. She's absolutely thrilled with that. There's a high five with Bella, a high five with Aoife.
Indeed you can.
Look at that. Oh, that's really nice to see. Hey, well, and the Year 7s as well are congratulating her.
They do. I bet you some of those Year 7s probably couldn't clear that height.
Here we see the replay of her. She's just composed herself. Bearing in mind this was her last attempt as well, so you must be feeling the pressure a little bit, but she composes herself nicely. And then, Ollie, as you say, she's got quite a bounce in her step as she comes round.
She bounce, 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 jump, and look at, she curls her body completely over. Perfect technique, and she nails it. Well done, Amelia.
Yeah, fantastic.
She's now getting ready for her next attempt. Bouncing in her step. And she clears it!
So that bar just keeps going up. Amelia Lynch is setting new records, and she's single-handedly holding up the sports day because everyone is waiting for her to finish this event. So she's doing a fantastic job. She's getting all the plaudits that she rightly deserves. And as we see here in the replay again, new height, new record. She starts, so this is a replay, remember, so she starts off on her bound towards the bar.
So at this rate, I believe you're right. We are definitely going to need a duvet. Do you think we should ask Miss Robinson?
She's cleared that with ease.
She has.
So Amelia Lynch still in the high jump. She's still going. So Amelia Lynch, new heights. Here she comes. Oh, that's unlucky. Knocks the bar down there.
She's currently at 133. I've just been informed. She is doing very well. She might.
Am I right in thinking the boys' record is 134?
It is, so maybe she can break the boys' record.
And she's at 133.
Boys and girls, should we have a huge cheer for all of our high jumpers there? Amazing final.
Well done. They were incredible.
What a final, yeah. I think we've just witnessed.
And Year 5, can we prepare for our track presentations, please?
Year 5 are now doing their track presentations.
What a lovely picture that is. Yeah, you can see Amelia being hoisted high up by the rest of the Year 6s as well, who are obviously really chuffed for her, but she looks really proud as well. That's a phenomenal achievement, you know, to have broken. She didn't just break the record once, she broke it a couple times. Alice Wiseman also deserves a massive shout out. Look at that, they are delighted for her. That's some celebrating, Ollie.
Indeed, it is like a gig where the singer, throws themselves off the stage and gets caught by people, although in some cases they aren't. Crowd surfing it's called, I believe.
She's a rock and roll star. Look at that, what a bit of excitement for a Wednesday afternoon.
Indeed.
Thanks again to all of you at home if you're tuning in, wherever in the world you are. At the Lower School Sports Day yesterday, we had viewers in India, so we are truly a global broadcasting station, I believe. Can we call ourselves that?
I think we should call ourselves international commentators.
Year 6, can we return to our house pens, please, and get ready for your track events?
Now we see the Year 5 presentations on the left.
You may well have heard Mr. Richards in the background there. The dulcet tones of Mr. Richards instructing the Year 6s to head to their house pens before they get ready for the track events. And we will now, or shortly, have the presentations for the Year 5s with Mr. Richards.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Carter and Ollie, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. You look like you're ready. Welcome to parents at home watching. I'm sure you've been thoroughly entertained by that. I'm sure trying to get my bearings back after that, because that was the best high jump final I've ever seen here. So hopefully you enjoyed that. It's fantastic to have it on camera. We're going to present our awards for all of the divisions we've just had for the Year 5 track events. So Year 5s, when I call your name, can you come up and we'll give you a huge round of applause. Mrs. Williams might be taking photos and Anne's going to take, so can we just move back a little bit, boys, so we can get some lovely pictures. So the first of all was the 800 metre final. In third place was TAU. In second place, Darcy Chelmick. And in first place, Claudia Allison. And the boys' 800 metre final. In third place, Louis Mosley Davis. Louis is nursing an injury at the moment. We'll get a photo of all three of you in the 800 final later, okay? Let's go to the girls' 100 metre final. So, Division 3. Third place, Zoya Hayder. Second place, B. Isles. And first place, Inaya Hafiz. Well done, girls. The girls' Division 2, 100 metres. In third place, Lauren Bushell. In second place, Luya Lee. And in first place, Aliha Makeem. Well done, girls. The girls' 100 metre, Division 1, in third place, Claudia Allison. In second place, TAU. And in first place, Katriel Ndeji. Well done, girls. We'll move on to the boys' Division 3, 100 metres. In third place, Barnaby Eden. In second place, George Musgrave. And in first place, Rory McGavock. Well done, boys. The boys' Division 2, 100 metres. In third place, Edward Dearsley. In second place, Sam Trott. And in first place, Tyler Yu. Well done, boys. The Division 1, 100 metres final for the boys. Third place, Louis Mosley Davis. In second place, Zach Collison. And in first place, Farron Elmlas. And actually, boys, if you want to stay here, because we'll do our 800 metre final. In third place was Louis Mosley Davis. In second place was Zach Collison. And in first place was Farron Elmlas. So So we move on to the girls 200 metre Division 3. In third place, Zoya Hayder. In second place, B. Isles. And in first place, Luya Lee. The girls Division 2, 200 metres. In third place, Lily Whale. In second place, Lauren Bushell. And in first place, Inaya Hafiz. And the 200 metre Division 1. In third place, Claudia Allison. In second place, Katria Lendeji. And in first place, Tia Yu. Well done, girls. On to the boys 200 metre Division 3. In third place, George Musgrave. In second place, Rory McGavock. And in first place, Ed Dearsley. Well done, boys. The Division 2 for the boys, 200 metres. In third place, Max Dinnin. In second place, Sam Trott. And in first place, Lucas Hawes. Well done, boys. The 200 metre Division 1, third place, Louis Mosey Davis. Second place, Zach Collison. And in first place, Farron Elmalas. And we move on to our last two, the girls' 300 metre final. In third place, Claudia Allison. In second place, Olivia Smith. And in first place, Darcy Chelmick. Really well done, girls. The boys' 300 metre final. Third place, Louis Mosley Davis. Second place, Farron Elmalas. And in first place, Zach Collison. Really well done, Year 5 boys and girls. You will receive all of your certificates later today. We'll look after them and get them to you later. And for now, we will go back to your field events, and the Year 6 will be starting on the track. I will hand over to the very capable hands of Mr. Carter and Ollie Winterton.
Mr. Richards, you are far too kind. So that concludes the presentations for the Year 6 and Year 5, the Year 5 track events. They're now going to switch over the pupils. So the Year 5s will head to the field events, and we will have Year 6 track events, which will begin with the girls' 800 metres final.
In lane 1, we have Charlotte Autumn representing the Britons, then Elizabeth Jessup representing Vikings. And then no Amelia Laker apparently, but Emilia Lynch representing Saxons, then Cara Stevens representing Vikings, Alice Wiseman representing Vikings, and Bella Davidson representing Normans.
And the record for the girls' 800 metres final was set in 2013, and it was 2 minutes and 52 seconds. So the pupils will be heading over to the track as we speak, and they are getting ready for the 800 metres final.
Indeed. So here we see just a few Year 5s clustered around Mr. Clark. He's giving them a debriefing on the high jump. And if we look around, we can see a bunch of Year 7s wandering over to the shot put, and behind that, a long jump.
So Miss Robinson approaching the track with her trusty red flag just out of shot, and the girls you can see heading towards the right of your screen.
Indeed.
They are the finalists for the 800 metres. So they are making their way just off screen now to the right to join Miss Robinson, who has got her trusty red flag, and she will give them a quick briefing before the race begins for the 800 metres.
So Amelia Lynch still has a big smile on her face from where she cleared a massive high jump. All the girls look ecstatic and very, very, very happy to be there. Miss Robinson is currently giving them a debriefing with her red flag as usual. A bunch of trusty Year 7s, for example, Emmy Davis is helping her, and Rosie Dobbs.
Quite looking at in the middle of the screen there, the group of Year 5s congregated to begin the high jump. They've got quite a tough act to follow. You know, the Year 6s breaking records, so the Year 5s are really, I mean, again, I don't want to wish to use a pun, Ollie, but the Year 6s have really set the bar high.
Another pun, sir. Very, very good. But anyway, as you can see, the Year 5s are all clustered around. But here we see the 800-metre girls' final.
This, obviously, as we said earlier, is going to be a real test of endurance and stamina for the girls, so twice round the track. Miss Robinson getting them into their starting positions, just making sure her trusty red flag is ready.
Emmy Davison and Rosie Dobbs organising the track. As you can see, they are like field marshals. They're making sure everything runs smoothly.
Very efficiently run.
Indeed.
Emmy Davis just checking the toes are in the right places as well. We don't want anyone getting a head start with a big toe over a line.
Exactly. That big toe could mean the difference between first and second. You never know. Big toes are important.
Okay, so
just waiting now. They're about to begin their race.
final pre-race checks taking place. Emmy being very thorough on this. Yep, she's happy with that.
The flag is about to be raised.
If that was you racing, Ollie, would you have been trustworthy, or would Emmy have had to keep moving you back?
I would have been trustworthy, I believe. However, I would find a way to say that my big toe, your big toe has to be behind the line, or can it be on the line?
Oof, I don't know. Behind the line.
Behind the line. So, no toes touching. However, for some reason, I would say that my trainer could be over the line, but my big toe isn't over the line, so I'm not cheating.
Size 13 trainers.
Exactly.
Okay, Miss Robinson's flag is up.
Make it
start, and the girls are off. So the start of the 800 metres girls final. Remember, the record was set in 2013, 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Alice Wiseman now leaning out front. Amelia Lynch making an incredible place. Just behind her is Bella Davidson. You can see the girls are really, really setting good pace. Amelia Lynch is still out front. The long legs doing lovely long strides, really covering ground. Alice Wiseman just close behind though, powering along. And just behind Alice Wiseman, I see Bella Davidson. And just behind her, Elizabeth Jesper.
And so the girls just going along that back stretch behind the house tent as they approach the bend at the top, heading towards the school end, the Astro end of the field. Remember, this is 2 laps, so they'll have to do another one after this. As I say, it's quite a distance, this one, so they're going to have to preserve their energy, keep those reserves.
Indeed. So,
top.
If you were running that right now, what would you be doing, sir?
Breathing very heavily, I suspect, Ollie.
I'm sure we all would. So Amelia Lynch is now rounding to the 500 metre mark. No, 300 metres. She's got 500 metres left. She's on a little 100 metre sprint now. She's doing very well, conserving her energy.
She's probably run about 800 metres in the high jump, doing the run up for that.
I'd say more. I'd say more. And if you include the height she jumped, 900.
You might be able to hear overhead. We've just had the red arrows flying overhead that we've laid on.
They have. Those red arrows were expensive.
Emilia Lynch now, she's on her final lap.
She
So
is.
the last 400 metres. Followed closely behind is Alice Wiseman in second. And third place, Cara Stevens.
Cara
Not letting
Stevens
Alice
is
get out of
doing
her
well.
sights. And then Bella Davidson and Elizabeth Jessup running very closely together.
Amelia is pulling it away, and just quite a bit behind her is Alice Wiseman. But Alice Wiseman is doing very, very well, and so is Amelia. Amelia has really been excelling at sports day today. You've seen she was triumphing in the high jump, and now she's doing very, very well here. However, just behind Alice, who seems to be catching up, is Cara Stevens. This is a very close match. Amelia now, she's just passed the 300-meter mark. She only has 300 meters left. Well done.
So we've already seen Amelia break a couple of records in the high jump. Do you think we could be on course for a record in the 800 metres?
Possibly. However, this record is long-standing. It is a very, very quick record. 2 minutes 52 seconds. That is not something to scoff at.
That's a very good point. Yeah, long-standing record.
Indeed.
So Emilia Lynch just rounding the top bend again towards the Astro end of the track. And then obviously once she's rounded that bend, it will be the final 200 metres or so, the stretch to the finish line.
It seems that Cara Stevens has actually overtaken Alice Wiseman and is now peeling away from Alice. So my predicament here is that Amelia will come in first with a massive sprint finish. Really going for it. She wants this record. She is really, really sprinting, pushing, pumping those arms, rotating those legs. She is really wanting. You can see the fatigue on her face, and she crosses the line in a record-breaking time. Just behind, however, is Cara Stevens, who has overtaken Alice Wiseman. This is a very close match. Cara Stevens is still in front of Alice. Alice did well at the start, but Cara has paced herself very well. She's now ending with a big finish. Well done, Cara. Then just behind her, Alice Wiseman with a massive sprint finish. Obviously, she's got loads of energy and she's pushing it through. Well done, Alice. And then behind Alice is Elizabeth Jessup. Elizabeth Jessup, she's doing very well. Nice long strides there. And behind her is Bella Davidson. They've all done stunning. Elizabeth now, she's just working her way up to the finish line. You can see some helpful year 7s just behind Bella. And Bella crosses in Elizabeth. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, brilliant race. Very fast pace by Emilia Lynch. The Saxons will be chuffed with the first place finish. But Cara Stevens also really nice, steady running from her. She preserved her energy for that first lap and then really pushed on with those legs in the second lap and drove home for second place. So Cara Stevens, well done, and Alice Wiseman in third place. So we move on to the boys' final, the boys 800 metres final. In lane 1, Archie Bates for the Britons. Lane 2, Sebastian Bjorn for the Vikings. Lane 3, William Shelton for the Vikings. Lane 4, Zach Warlow for the Vikings.
Lane 5, Arthur White for the Britons. Lane 6, Eddie Bauer for the Britons. Lane 7, Thomas Coleman for the Vikings. And Lane 8, Thomas Pooley for the Britons. Now the record here is extremely fast. Since 2017, not as long-standing, but a very good record nonetheless, set by Ali Hayser. It was 2 minutes 46 seconds and 40 milliseconds, a record-breaking time, an insane pace. Well done to him. Can any of these boys beat this, though? That's the question.
Field Marshal Emmy Davis just whipping the boys into shape, making sure that they are where they should be. I think, Miss Robinson's job is under threat here if Emmy Davis keeps this up. She's.
I think Miss Robinson has employed such a good group of employees. The employees are now contesting her for her own job. However, I think Emmy would have trouble looking after Tilly. Tilly is Miss Robinson's dog, if you do not know.
Very good point. Now, Miss Robinson has got the red flag up to indicate that she is ready to go. She's happy.
Indeed.
Field Marshal Emmy is happy. The pistol will go into the air. And we are off for the boys' 800 metres final. And now, so we've seen from the girls a fantastic race, a fantastic display of stamina, endurance and perseverance. And the boys have got a tough act to follow.
They do. So currently it seems that in first place is... In first place...
It looks like Zach Warlow's just taken the lead, closely followed by Arthur White as they go behind the house tents at the moment. So Zach Warlow is about to pull out the back of the Britons tent. There he is. Zach Warlow, Arthur White, William Shelton, and then Eddie Bauer. Yes.
Tom Coleman, Seb Bjorn. They're all doing sterling work here. Well done to everybody. And now, Zach Warlow with Arthur White hot on his heels. Arthur could overtake him on this curve. He looks like he is. Arthur is really, really doing well here. However, he still has a whole lap left, so if he doesn't pace himself, he is going to have a hard time here. Now, just behind Arthur, we see William, who is at the moment the underdog, but, underdogs, they often overtake and they often win. William is now really accelerating, doing very well, but close behind William is Eddie Bauer. William is really doing well. Zach slowed down a bit. Arthur's still doing well. William is William in first? He is. William is doing very well. He's in first. Then it seems to be Zach Waller. Oh, Arthur's overtaking now. Zach seems to have got a stitch. Poor Zach. Arthur's stopping. Great sportsmanship from Arthur. Well done,
Arthur. Arthur's just stopping to check Zach was okay there, kind of picking him up and then carrying on. So
indeed,
it's a bit of a dilemma, isn't it, when you're doing a distance like this, Ollie, whether or not to go really fast to start with, but then risk burning out of energy, or do you try and preserve your energy, but then risk others getting away from you? So you can see the boys there. William started off quite steadily, but is actually now in first place. So whether or not he can hang on to that position, they've obviously got probably 400 metres or so to go.
David Rudisha.
Now, the world record holder for this is David Ruisha, and she has been for the last 9 years. David Rudisha, and she has been for the last, and he has been for the last 9 years.
And we can see on the screen there, William Shelton still in the lead, but Arthur White is just behind him as they are coming up to the final bend of this race. So they're going around that top bend of the track now, just behind the tree. William Shelton still out in the lead, but Arthur White right on his tail. So it's going to be a very tense finish. How much has William got left in the tank? Can he push on down this last 200 metres stretch to the finish line? You can see the girls cheering the boys on. Arthur's picking up the pace, trying to find a way, but so's William. Arthur's now past William, and Arthur is striding out. He's pumping those arms, a nice straight body posture. He's pumping those arms, nice big strides, head up. He's bounding past Mr. Brown now. William Shelton still trying to catch him down.
Well done.
Arthur White over the finish line to first place. William Shelton second.
Eddie Bauer, and then just behind him is Seb Bjorn. They're all doing sterling well. Now Archie, who, if I remember correctly, was quite far back at the beginning, but he's obviously paced himself, and he's now taking a very solid 4th place. And Thomas Pooley just in front of Tom Coleman. And then Zach Warlow, who unfortunately had a terrible stitch early, has done very well.
Yeah, I think massive congratulations to Arthur for not only running a superb race, he preserved his energy, sat in 3rd place and 2nd place for a while, and then used that last bend to really accelerate and burn off the rest of that energy he had to power down the last 200 metres and take 1st place. But also, he should be commended for his sportsmanship. When Zach obviously picked up that nasty-looking stitch, he stopped to check he was all right, and then carried on and ended up winning the race. So well done, Arthur White. Well done, Arthur White, for winning the race for Britain. You should be chuffed with that. And William Shelton, fantastic race from you. Good stamina on show there. He finished in 2nd place. And Eddie Bauer for the Britons in 3rd place. So Vikings 1 and 3. And then Eddie Bauer, the Briton, in 2nd place. Fantastic race for the boys. So that concludes the 800-metre final. We will now get prepared for the shortest races that they will do today. It's the 100 metres, starting with Division 3, girls 100 metres. Miss Robinson's just at the end of the track, getting them ready. So Miss Robinson is getting the girls ready for the Division 3 100 metres, and in lane 3, Audrey. In lane 4, Jocelyn Sturgis.
In lane 5, Grace Watkin, and in lane 6, Sophia Rostretnik.
So, as I just said, this will be the shortest race the Year 6s will do this afternoon. It'll be 100 metres. It will be pretty much a sprint to the finish line. The girls look in buoyant moods. A few little dance moves going on perhaps there, some smiles. They're ready, the flag's up.
I'll say take your marks, set, and then the gun will go. Don't go before the gun.
Don't go before the gun.
Wise words of Miss Robinson.
Take your marks. Look at the finish line. Set. Go, 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 go!
It seems that Jocelyn is doing very well, closely followed by Grace Watkin and Sophia Reshetnik. But Audrey Peng is doing very well. Jocelyn is pulling away in front. Grace Watkin, however, is speeding up. She's doing very well. Audrey Peng has been overtaken by Sophia, and it's both who finished on 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
I believe Jocelyn Sturgis gets first, and second place was taken by Grace Watkin, and then photo finish between third and fourth of Audrey Peng and Sophia Reshetnik.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go over to the famous iPad on the finish line, or
Indeed.
as Ollie calls it, RLT, Race Line Technology, to discover who got third place. Jocelyn Sturgis first, Grace Watkins second, and it was very tight indeed. Is that Audrey's foot over the line just before Sophia? We'll have to wait and see if it's been confirmed. It has been confirmed. The girls are off, so Sophia Reshetnik confirms third place. And we see Barnaby Eden.
He has an unfortunate failed jump.
A practice run-up, is it, by the looks of it?
Possibly. Practice run-up, as usual.
And we, the girls are just getting ready now, so we should then have... Oh, sorry, that was Division 4 100 metres. Now we're approaching Division 3 100 metres.
And this contains Phoebe Guan, Georgina Higginson, Gemma Zhang,
Louise Molina-Slade and Lily Hollis. So this is Division 3. They're taking their marks now.
Set.
And
Pause.
you can hear some complaining there. Something must have happened.
Okay, take your marks. Set.
And the race has begun.
And they are off. And Georgina Higginson is on the far side. Lily Hollis on the near side is really striding out there. But down the middle, it looks like Jimmer could be pulling away, closely followed by Phoebe. So Jimmer in the lead at the moment for the Normans, but Lily Hollis coming back. Oh, Jimmer definitely first place. I think Lily Hollis might have crept into second place there ahead of Phoebe, but we'll have to wait and see the replay. That was very close indeed.
I think that too, sir.
And here we go, Ollie. Here's the replay. So Jimmer, no doubt about it, striding out into first place for the Normans. So they will be chuffed. And as you can see, Lily powers that last 25 metres or so. She really strides out. Phoebe looks like she's got second place wrapped up. And actually, I think Lily's going to take second place. Lily takes second place. Phoebe takes third place. Georgina in fourth. Louise in fifth. Very good race, girls. Fantastic.
It has been confirmed. Lily did overtake Phoebe at the last second.
Okay, so next up, it's coming thick and fast. We've got the Year 6 girls Division 2 100 metres as we see George Musgrave jump into the sandpit for the long jump there. So the girls for the Division 2 are in their lines. We've got Lucia Rivera. Oh, sorry, no, Lucia's not here today, I'm afraid. So we've actually got Aoife Dobbs. We've got Elizabeth Jessup, Alexandra Mourinho, Cara Stevens, Emma McDonald, Amelia Blakemore, and Arabella Johnson. They are at the start line. They are ready to rock and roll.
It's going to be a very close race here. All these girls are sporty and they are ready. Aoife's doing a bit of a penguin dance. She's ready. Miss Robinson is giving a debriefing. Emmy again is being her wonderful employee and checking the toes, making sure none of them over. You know, sir, maybe Emmy will take Miss Robinson's job.
She's doing a good job for her, isn't she?
She is.
I think it's worth mentioning here that the record for the girls 100 metres is 14 seconds and 2 milliseconds. So very, very fast indeed. Let's see if any of these girls in the Division 2 100 metres can beat that record. We've seen a few records broken today already.
We have.
Let's hope we see some more.
Indeed.
The girls in position, ready to start.
Okay, take your marks.
Miss Robinson's instructing them to take their marks. Oh, Alex Mourinho, a bit excited there, overexcited. Jump the gun.
Take your marks. Set.
And the pistol is fired. The girls are off. Emma McDonald making a striding start here. Aoife Dobbs pulling away in front. Elizabeth Jessup close behind. This is a close race.
Cara Stevens looked like she's pushing through the middle, but Alex Mourinho is fighting for it. It's going to be a very tight finish, Ollie. Cara Stevens in the lead. I think possibly Amelia Blakemore followed by Alex Mourinho, but we'll have to wait to see the replay. I think Cara Stevens looked like she finished first place for the Vikings, and then we're going to have to see the replay for second place. That was very tight indeed. So here we see the replay. It's a very tight field, actually. Cara Stevens being pushed by Alex Mourinho all the way. Amelia Blakemore pushing at the bottom of the screen there. So Cara looks over her shoulder. I think it's a Cara 1, Amelia Blakemore 2, and then Alex Mourinho third place. But a fantastic pace and a good race for the Division 2 girls. Fantastic racing by the girls here. So
even if you get lost, it doesn't matter, because we can't stress enough, every single point counts towards each house. Even if you come last by a long way, you still get 1 point. And here we see a good clearance on high jump. Well done to Sam Trott.
Yeah, fantastic. And the girls now for the 100 metres Division 1 race being ushered into position by Miss Robinson. The flag is up. Got Jemima Clary, Yvonne, Daniela Keedy, Charlotte Orton, Alice Wiseman, Emilia Lynch, Amari Davis and Bella Davidson for this race. So they are primed in position. They are ready to go.
They are. This is going to be a very, very close race.
We're waiting for the finishers.
Miss Robinson is just waiting for the finishers now. They're on the line. They're getting loose. Emilia Lynch is in this race. She's been doing very, very well. Danielle.
The finishers just clarifying with the Division 2 race that they're all set and in the positions. Now we're back to Miss Robinson. The pistol is raised.
Hold on, hold up.
Oh, full start. As we have a quick look here, Lily Whale hops into the sandbit and falls forward.
Take your mark.
So we're back to the Division 100 metres final. And the girls are off. Strong start by Alice Wiseman. Look at those arms pumping. Daniela Keedy, though, is not giving up the fight, and she's bursting through the middle. It's going to be between Daniela Keedy and Alice Wiseman out in front, but it looks like Daniela Keedy just has the lead, stumbles slightly. Daniela Keedy, Alice Wiseman and Amelia Lynch in third place. So a Saxon first and third, and then Alice Wiseman in the middle there coming second. Fantastic run. That seemed like it was rather fast.
It was very, very quick. Potential for a record break there.
Remember the record, 14 seconds and 2 milliseconds. So Danielle striding up. She has a slight stumble there, but manages to maintain her balance and dips over the Alice Wiseman chasing her down all the way, and then actually Amelia Lynch in third, closely followed by Amari in fourth place and Charlotte Orton. Then we have got Yvonne and Jemima and Bella, and we see Lily Whale again jumping into the... Oh, look at that. That was perfect, Lily. So Mr. Davis and Connie Whale helping out on the measurements there. Lily can be proud of that, shaking some sand out of her trainer.
Indeed.
Very good, and we're back focused now on the high jump. Oh, B. Isles. Didn't fancy that run up, so she's going to go and have another attempt.
Here she comes, she's running up.
Oh, fantastic jump by B, and look at that, Louis Mosley Davis, a Saxon, so not even in the same house, but giving her a massive round of applause, which is superb.
Indeed. Now we move over to the boys' Division 3 100-meter sprint. In lane 2, we have Alan Zhu. In lane 3, Henry Williams. In lane 4, Hansu Zhang. In lane 5, Devon Hare. In lane 6, Alexander Colley.
Take your marks.
They're taking their marks.
Set.
And they're off. Big start there by Hansu. He's sprinting. But Alan on the outside is doing very well. Hansu's really leaning back. He's really pushing, but Devon is also doing well. This is very quick. Alan is really powering ahead here. Well done to Alan.
Alan striding out. Yeah, Alan will... Oh, it's going to be a very tight for second and third. I wouldn't like to call that on the finish line. Alan definitely finishes in first place, and it's going to be really interesting to see the replay, who finishes second and who finishes third. So we'll have a look here. Alan striding home.
You can see he's really pumping those arms and swinging.
Now it's going to be between Hansu, Henry and Devon for second and third.
Hansu,
now at the moment, oh, this is going to be tight. I think Hansu followed by Devon perhaps is my call here in the commentary box with Ollie.
And then Henry.
Yeah.
It was very close.
We'll have to wait and see. The judges are crowding around the iPad just to try and get the photo finish and the slow-mo replay. So Mr. Cripps will probably be swapping some of those boys around if we are correct in what we think we've seen.
Devon seems to be in front of Hansu at the moment. No immediate changes, but there is a lot of analysing on that iPad. And we're still waiting for the call. We switch back to long jump where B. Isles is taking a jump, and she, oh, very close B, unlucky.
Okay, gentlemen. You have...
Ball throw here? No, shot put even, sorry. Where Viggo Waitman is about to take his turn with the shot put. Let's see how far he throws. And here he comes. Running up, and oh, whopping throw from Viggo. Well done.
So here we have it, the boys lining up now for the Division 200 metres. In lane 2, Niall Hussain for the Saxons. Lane 3, Zach Warlow for the Vikings. Lane 4, Eddie Bauer for the Britons.
Lane 5, Tom Coleman for the Vikings. Lane 6, James Ray for the Normans. And lane 7, Henry Curran for the Normans.
Miss Robinson's flag is raised.
I believe it's worth saying that the record for this race was set by James Templar Earl in 2018. 13 seconds, 58 milliseconds. Very quick.
Oh.
And they're off.
And it looks like it's a very good start by Eddie Bauer in the middle. Eddie Bauer for Britons is focused, is looking straight ahead. He's had a quick glance over his shoulder, then over to see how close behind Niall is. But Eddie Bauer striding ahead.
Well done, Eddie. He wins that. Then
Eddie Bauer, Tom Coleman,
James Ray, Niall, and then I would say Henry. Well done there. Everybody did a stunning performance.
Fantastic running by Eddie Bauer. Really stretched out those legs and powered across the grass to bring first place home for the Britons. So they'll be chuffed about that, the Britons. Yeah, lovely running style. Very straight, very upright. Eddie Bauer powering home over the finish line, you can see there. And then Tom Coleman, followed by James Ray. It's going to be close, actually, between Niall and Henry. It looks like it's gone that way, Niall and Henry. They're still checking the iPad. You can see Miss Lorente and Lex Duffy just confirming that. And as we see Farron and Zach Ford now arcing round for the high jump. Zach Ford, lovely jump.
Well
Zach
done,
Ford.
Indeed.
Okay, so now the boys for the Division 100 metres are being positioned by Miss Robinson up the top of the track. Lane 1, Ibrahim. Lane 2, Arthur White. Lane 3, Harry Ward. Lane 4, William Shelton.
Lane 5, Archie Bates. Lane 6, Thomas Pooley. Lane 7, Sebastian Bjorn. Lane 8, Thomas Rourke.
And William Shelton really putting down the burner after burners there, but Archie Bates fighting hard with Arthur White on the outside. This is going to be extraordinarily close, and it looks like Williams just... Oh! I think Archie may have... I thought it was going to fall at one point. I think Archie dipped just far enough to perhaps take it by a hairline. But Archie Bates, William looked like he was in the lead, but Archie, I thought he was stumbling. And in actual fact, I think he may well... There was a slight stumble at the start line there by, I think it might have been Seb Bjorn, yeah, who did really well to pick himself up, compose himself, and carry on. He's actually made up some lovely ground. And as you can see, William powering along there with his legs. Archie and Arthur in hot pursuit after him. It looked like William had it all sewn up, but Archie here looks like he's going to fall over. And actually, it's that dip. I think Archie's going to get first place.
He does.
William second, and Arthur third place. You can see Mr. Brown's expression there. It was a very, very close call indeed.
Indeed.
Seb Sheldon with his hands on his head at the bottom of your picture as well. We could see how close it was from the commentary box.
It was clapping indeed.
And look at that. There's a bit of a
yes, Archie
committee
does
party.
take first place. You can see lots of Year 7s and a bunch of teachers huddled around the iPad or RLT, Race Line Technology. This was a close race.
Yeah, I think fantastic race by the boys. William Shelton looked like he had it in the bag, and then Archie Bates just a real good example of not giving up and persevering. And actually, it's been confirmed to him. You can see that mini fist pump there, and he's been told he got first place. William's first, Archie's first, William second, Arthur third, Harry Ward fourth. So the Britons will be delighted with a first and third place as we look across to the shot put, where it looks like they're waiting for competitors.
It does. Dan Conley throwing it very high. Can he catch it? He does not.
A bit of high jump shot put.
Next up we have high jump here, where it's not cleared. Very close to being cleared, but not quite, unfortunate there. Max Dinning now. Can he clear? Ah, full start. He didn't like it. Unlucky. Seems to be some dancing coming from Louis Moses Davis. Can Max clear this again? He's running up. Big sprint. And he... Oh, very close. Max just doesn't clear it. He was very close there. Next up, after this high jump, we have the 200-meter girls Division 4 with Audrey Peng, Grace Watkins, Sophia Reshetnik, and Louise Molinar Slade.
The
So-
girls have just been taken to the top end of the track by Miss Robinson to get into position as we see Naomi Hamilton walking back from her event.
You can see the vibrant atmosphere in amongst the high jumpers, and she clears it well. Oh no, she does not clear it. Unfortunate there.
It's actually probably, Ollie, ideal conditions for a sports day actually, because it's not too hot. You wouldn't want it too
Indeed.
baking hot for this. But it's not raining. We've managed to avoid the rain. Mind you, we don't want to curse it because we said that yesterday and it
We
absolutely tipped it down at the end of sports day. So
Did.
fingers crossed that stays away. As the girls are at the top end, just still getting ready for that Division 4 200 metres race.
So now we can see
And Miss Robinson over there has blown her whistle, so the girls are off behind the tree for the 200 metres. Division 4 race between Audrey, Grace Watkins, Sophia Reshetnik and Louise Molinar
it seems
Slade.
Louise is in front, but Sophia Reshetnik is gaining ground on her. Just behind that is Grace Watkin, and then behind her is Audrey Peng.
Oh, Sophia Reshetnik
Oh,
really
Sophia
pushing down
Reshetnik
now.
Pushing now, but we're coming to straight, and Grace Watkins seems to be gaining ground.
She does. This could be a very tight finish as they approach the
is
final
indeed.
100 metres or so. Louise striding out. So Louise is taking the lead, followed by Grace Watkin and then Sophia Reshetnik. Louise for the Normans all the way across the finish line. So Louise first, Grace Watkin second, Sophia Reshetnik in third place, and Audrey picking up valuable points for her house, coming across the line in fourth place. Well run, girls. Fantastic.
Indeed, well done. Audrey contributing valuable points to her house, and Louise gaining lots of points for Normans. A nice first place there.
Oh, lovely little hot skip and a jump there by Anaya to try and get over for the high jump, as the girls for the Division 3 200 metres event are preparing themselves. Miss Robinson's just getting ready for that event, so it will be Division 3 girls next as Anaya makes her way back from the high jump mat.
The next race we have the girls Division 3 200 metres, and this race is in lane 2 Lily Hollis, in lane 3 Lucia Revel, in lane 4 Amelia Blakemore, in lane 5 Gemma Zhang, and in lane 6 Jocelyn Sturgis, and finally in lane 7 Georgina Higginson.
Absolutely, we just see Leah McKean there, unfortunately unsuccessful in the high jump attempt.
Unfortunate there.
And you can just see, well, you can't, but just behind the tree there is where the girls are preparing themselves for the Division 3. You can just see Lily Hollis there on the right of the screen in her position, and then the other girls are obviously staggered around the track in their correct places to start before we will begin the Division 3 200 metres race. Ms Robinson is now making her way into position. The red flag of destiny is raised.
And the girls are getting ready on their starting tracks.
And they are off. The girls are off as we see a brilliant jump there over the high jump. And it looks like Georgina Higginson has made a very strong start, but Amelia Blakemore, look at that on the inside lane for the Vikings, is powering. She's powered past two girls already and looks like she's just overtaken Georgina Higginson on the inside as they come to the final 100 metres or so.
And as we reach this 100 metres thing, Lily Hollis is in front, but she's closely followed by Gemma, and then just behind her, Georgina. This is very, very good. Amelia Blakemore in front, actually. Sorry, Lily Hollis is just behind. Jocelyn Sturgeon and Lily Hollis seem to be neck and neck, but Amelia Blakemore is powering over that line, and she achieves that first place. Closely followed by Gemma, then Georgina, and it's going to be closer, but Lily takes fourth, and then
Jocelyn in
takes fifth.
Yeah, really, really good running, girls. Amelia Blakemore powered through on that last bend, overtaking three girls and finished in first position. So the Vikings will be delighted with that.
Indeed.
And you can see the girls sat there on the bench catching their breath as we see Louis Mosley-Davis flop over the high jump bar and get a round of applause from Seb Disley in year 7, which is nice.
Indeed.
So the girls have got their hands on their head, presumably to get more air into their bodies, not because they're doing the Macarena.
Hopefully so. I mean, it would be quite nice if they had a victory dance of a Macarena, sir. What's your victory dance by any chance?
Oh, it's a very good question. I'm a big fan of the canoe.
The canoe?
I'll have to show you one time.
Maybe you should do it at the end.
But it's year 7 sports day next week, Ollie, so I'm looking forward to seeing your victory dance. Zach
Possibly so.
Stein, unfortunately, there. Miss Robinson has got her flag raised, which indicates we are ready to begin the Division 2 200 metres final.
And in lane 1 we have Aoife Dobbs, then lane 2 Jemima Clary, lane 3 Amari Davis, lane 4 Bella Davidson, lane 5 Elizabeth Jessup, lane 6 Phoebe Guan, lane 7 Alexandra Mourinho, and lane 8 Arabella Johnson. They're off. It seems that
It looks like Arabella is striding out in front, followed by Alex Marino. They've been cheered on the sidelines. So Arabella and Alex Marino, this is going to be a very tight race. Both girls having a similar stride by the look of it as they come into the final 100 metres. And you can see, I think Alex Marino may well have taken the lead here. But Jemima Clary on the far side is also pushing. So this is going to be very tight, Ollie, as we see them coming down the final 50 metres or so. Jemima Clary looks to be just in the lead ahead of Alex Marino.
And Jemima, then Alex, then Bella, then Arabella, Jess, Elizabeth,
Phoebe, Amari, and Aoife. Very good running, girls.
Indeed, well done to everybody involved.
Yeah, Jemima Clary seemed to sneak up there on the inside. She seemed to be a bit out of the picture. And then
inside curve.
Yeah, grease lightning.
Grease lightning.
No, very, very good. Very excellent running. So Jemima Clary in first position, and I think behind Mr. Evans. Gemma in second position, and then Bella. No,
So
Alex Mourinho in second position, I beg your pardon.
She clears it. Oh, very well done.
And it gets a round of applause from Tyler, who's also in Norman's with her as well. So well done, Eliho. Fantastic jump. So the girls now in position for the Division 1 200 metres race. In lane 1, Emma McDonald. In lane 2, Charlotte Orton. In lane 3, Alice Wiseman. In lane 4, Daniela Kidi.
In lane 5, Amelia Lynch. In lane 6, Yuvin Jan. And lane 7, Emilia Lynch. And lane 8, Cara Stevens. Cara has been doing very, very well today. Can she take another victory?
And that's Cara there on the left of your picture, just striding out. But Amelia Lynch already, and Daniela Kidi, the 3 Saxons there behind Cara Stevens, hunting her down as they round the top of that bend and into the last 100 meters. Daniela Kidi now striding out, but Amelia Lynch trying to keep up with her. Daniela Kidi, now the record here is 30 seconds and 12 milliseconds. And Danielle is going at quite some rate, being followed very quickly by Amelia Lynch as they come into the final 50 metres or so. Daniela Kidi, that's a superb run from her.
Then Amelia, and then it's Alice Wiseman, closely followed by Cara Stevens, who could be taking Alice in. It's very close, but Cara, then Charlotte, and then I believe that was
Emma's coming over the finish line now. So I think you're right. I think actually Alice Wiseman managed to hold off Cara.
She did.
So yeah, fantastic running from Daniela Kidi. That was particularly fast, and Amelia Lynch behind us. The Saxons will be delighted with the first and second place finish. Alice Wiseman managed to hold off Cara for third place. Cara was fourth, Charlotte Orton fifth, and Amari, I think Amari might have managed to pip someone there. We'll have to wait and see.
Miss Lorente will be very pleased with the Saxons 1-2, and now we get a scene on the high jump, which is quite high here. Sam Trott. Oh no, he's just asking Mr. Clark a question. And it seems that the next person to take a jump here is Zach Ford. Can he clear it?
Meanwhile, on the track, Miss Robinson's just preparing the boys. So we're going to start with the Division 3 100 metres. She's just getting them ready to, first of all, there they are on that side of the track. And we've got Hansu, Henry Williams, James Ray,
cleared by Sam
Devon
Trott. Well
Hare, and Alexander Colley. So they are in position. You will see George Rhodes, one of our Year 8 pupils, helping out the athletes there to get ready and making sure they're in the right positions. So the boys are now getting ready into their starting positions. It's Division 3 200 metres, and the record here was set in 2014. It was 28 seconds and 40 milliseconds.
Another long-standing record is going to be quite difficult to beat. Miss Robinson, he's giving them a bit of a debriefing. Emmy there as well. The red flag has been raised. Being waved as well. Just waiting for confirmation of the race about to start. You can see the boys, they're on their starting spot. And it's begun! The race is off. Leading a massive sprint start there by
like
Devon Hare.
Devon Hare going
just behind him, James Ray. But on the inside, not to be underestimated, Hansu is really powering along there. Devon's still in front, but James closing in on him. And then Hansu just in front of Henry Williams, and just behind that, Alexander Colley. This is a very intense race.
For the final 75 metres or so, as Devon has a quick glance over his shoulder to check if no one's hot on his tail. But it looks like Devon's going to hold out, although Hansu and James Ray really
Yes.
pushing him all the way to the finish line.
James is really
James is
sprinting.
coming through here. It'll be Devon, James Ray, Hansu in third,
Henry
Williams in fourth.
And then Alexander Colley, who's going to achieve fifth. Wonderful achievement. He has done very well. Every point matters. Well done, Alex. And well done everybody else who did well. Devon getting a first for Saxon. He must be very pleased. Miss Sorrente as well.
Yeah, he shot into the lead there, and he did maybe question if he'd gone off too quickly, but actually managed to maintain it. So a great show of stamina and endurance from him as the boys sit there on the bench.
Indeed.
Mr. Evans giving them their final positions. In the background, you can just see Mr. Piper and Mr. Richards as we switch over now to Catrill, who is attempting the high jump, and unfortunately that was unsuccessful that time. So a bit of work for Zeke and Seb Dearsley as they pick up the bar, and Catrill will go around to try again. So next up on the track is the Division 2 boys 200 metres.
In lane 2, we have Noah Huston. In lane 3, Henry Curtin. In lane 4, Ibrahim Kashif. In lane 5, Tom Coleman. In lane 6, Zach Waller. And in lane 7, Alan Zhao.
And Miss Robinson, as you can see on the screen there, has just fired the start gun. And Alan,
is
again,
whizzing.
In his cricket whites, is off round the top bend. Here he goes. Look, that's quite some pace.
Alan seems to have found his new running kit, his cricket whites. He has very long strides. He's really, really pushing here.
This could be a very quick pace. Ibrahim, obviously, with a very long stride, hunting Alan down. But Alan has got 75 metres, but Ibrahim is pushing fast and isn't giving up. So how much has that Alan got in the tank? Can he hold off the fight of Ibrahim as they push for the last 25 metres? This is going to be really close. Alan's pushing. Alan's going to do it. Alan first, then Ibrahim, and then Tom Coleman, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Brown on the sidelines cheering them on, giving them lots of encouragement.
What a fantastic race. Alan
Indeed.
showing great endurance as he took an early lead and rounded that bend, and then managed to hold off the fights of Ibrahim, who did really well to try and keep up with him and put him under a lot of pressure. So a brilliant race from the boys. Hands on heads for all of them.
Very, very long strides. Really well done by Alan.
Yeah, look at that, Alan pumping the arms forward, long strides.
You can see Ibrahim behind him on this replay, just desperately trying to push. And then you can see a big sprint here. Alan realizes that Ibrahim's going to overtake him. So Alan starts sprinting, and this just gets so close here. It is utterly insane. And Alan just crosses the line, probably a millisecond before Ibrahim does. And Ibrahim, tired, collapses. Then Tom Coleman, and then just behind him, Noah Hussian. And finally, Henry Williams.
So here we have it.
No, not Henry Williams, sorry.
The Division 1 boys 200 metres. In lane 1, Seb Bjorn. Lane 2, Eddie Bauer. Lane 3, Harry Ward. Lane 4, William Shelton. Lane 5, Archie Bates. Lane 6, Thomas Pooley. Lane 7, Arthur White. And lane 8, Thomas Rourke. So, Miss Robinson, the myth, the legend, raises the red flag.
Indeed.
The pistol is in the air.
It is.
Well, oh, as a full start there. Very eager by Thomas Rourke there.
This is going to be a tough race. You can see Arthur White's in here. We've also got Seb Bjorn, who's been doing very well. Eddie Bauer, William Shelton, who has been exceedingly good, and Archie Bates, who, if you remember in that 100-metre race, just overtook William at the very end. And they're off. Thomas Rourke starting in front, but Arthur quickly gaining. However, do not underestimate Seb Bjorn at the back. He may have that curve, and he's doing very well. Arthur is overtaking Luke at this very moment in time. And just behind him, a large flock of boys are sprinting. Arthur's in front. Harry Ward, however, is also doing well. He seems to be catching up with Arthur, who's really had to push it. However, Arthur is overtaking with a massive sprint. He finishes really well. What a finish by Arthur. Closely followed by Harry Ward. Photo finish between those two. And Seb Bjorn, Thomas Coleman. That was a good race.
No, I think Thomas Rourke and William Shelton is close for third place. But Arthur White, fantastic running by him. He's run a fantastic race there. So really, really closely fought battle there for the boys. Wonderful race, and they're going to have to sit and race. And just as we watch this replay, just think Ollie and I would just like to say, we've had an email in actually. I'd like to say a quick hello to Mrs. Batchelor, who's watching at home. So hello, Mrs. Batchelor, if you're watching.
Hello, Mrs. Batchelor.
Fantastic running, Arthur, superb. Harry Ward dips nicely there, and Thomas Rourke, I believe, takes it just ahead of William Shelton.
He does. Congratulations to Thomas. Very close race there. You see the boys being lined up. It is confirmed. Seb Bjorn, Eddie Bauer, Archie Bates, and then Thomas Rourke in front of William Shelton. Harry Ward seems to take second, and in first place, Arthur White with a stunning finish. Well done, boys. Just sitting on the bench recovering, and here we see the high jump now.
Okay, so it looks like, trying to work out who's Zach Ford is next to go. He is running around, and it's
he
good.
Clears it. Well done, Zach. What a beautiful jump.
So next up on the track,
We've got 300 metres finals now.
yeah, next up on the track is the 300-metre final with the girls. In lane 1, Elizabeth Jessup. Lane 2, actually, it was supposed to be Amelia Lynch, but unfortunately she's injured. Lane 3, Alice Wiseman. Lane 4, Daniela Keeley. Lane 5, Emilia Lynch. Lane 6, Charlotte Orton. Lane 7, Cara Stevens. And lane 8, Yvonne for the Saxons. The record for the girls' 300-metre final was 50 seconds and 4 milliseconds, set back in 2015.
Indeed.
So we shall have to wait and see. Miss Robinson is making sure the girls are lined up in their starting positions, ably assisted by her glamorous assistant, Emmy Davis. And we shall wait for Miss Robinson's red flag of destiny to be lifted and her pistol of doom to be fired.
Let's just hope that doesn't hit anyone, although I'm pretty sure it is unloaded. But if it was loaded, sir, where do you think it would go?
Good question.
My guess is up.
I think you're right, yes. I'm not a science teacher.
Here we see the girls. They're all lining up, looking nervous. They're ready. Amelia Lynch leaning down here. You can see Cara Stevens, a full start. They need to be careful. Very high on adrenaline here. Their body's very jumpy. And here we see, just getting ready to start, Miss Robinson. And they're off! Cara Stevens making a beeline. She's really running fast. She already overtakes Yvonne. She's doing very well. Amelia Lynch, however, coming up behind at an absurd pace. Wow, Amelia has already overtaken.
Looks like a Saxon team here.
It
Daniela and
does.
Amelia both running in tandem as they round the top part of the track. And then they've got a final 100 metres or so to push
Indeed.
for glory.
So now we see they're just approaching this 100-metre stretch. And Amelia is really, you can see the fatigue on her face. She's really going. So is Danielle. It seems that Danielle is in front at the moment, but Amelia's going to do a big push at the end. Danielle is tiring. You can see Amelia is also tired, but Danielle is pushing. Danielle is frequently really doing these amazing finishes, and she's going to complete her race in first place. Well done, Danielle. Then it's Amelia Lynch who gets second, and finally, Alice Wiseman. She's just coming up for a lovely third place. She achieves third place. Then Cara Stevens. Then Charlotte Orton. These girls are doing sterling work. And then here comes Elizabeth Jessup. Well done to her. And then Yvonne. Well done, everybody. What a wonderful race.
Yeah, fantastic. And again, it was a good battle between Danielle and Amelia for first place. Danielle managing to hold off Amelia for
Indeed.
that prize. So Danielle in first place, Amelia in second, and great work again from Alice Wiseman to hold off Cara. A brilliant jump there on the high jump from Olivia Smith, and we're getting a bit
Well
more
done.
some rounds of applause there for her. And she looks delighted with that skipping her way and some
She
fist
does.
bumps. Look at that.
Next up, we have the last race of the day, unfortunately, which is the boys 300 metres final event, which in lane 1, Thomas Rock, in lane 2, Eddie Bauer, in lane 3, Harry Ward, in lane 4, William Shelton, in lane 5, Arthur White, in lane 6, Ibrahim Kashif, in lane 7, Thomas Pooley, and in lane 8, Sebastian Bjorn. This is going to be intense.
This will be intense. A lot of these boys, having just completed a brilliant race as well, will be feeling it in the legs and the lungs. Although, Ollie, as you keep reminding me, the power
energy,
of youth.
The power of youth is not to be underestimated, sir. You can see it with Olivia. She was skipping back. She'd just done a very big jump, and she's still skipping back. So, can Arthur White hold on to his winning streak of first? Can he? He's been doing very, very well. William Shelton has been as well. And we noticed that Zach Warlow, at the start of the 200 metres, 800 metres, sorry, really pushed his way out front. This is going to be an tense race.
And you can see on your screen now on the tent, on the white tent on the right, you can see Sass and Mrs. Davis and Miss B all helping out with any first aid and just looking after the children
Indeed.
generally, which is obviously really important.
And we begin. The race is about to start. Miss Robinson is wandering backwards. She's about to raise her flag. The flag is about to be raised. The boys are ready. William seems to be asking her a question. Harry is giving the shrug. He does not know what's happening. And here we are. Emmy has checked. Miss Robinson raised the flag. It's all go. We're just waiting for the formation. And the flag has been raised. And the race is off.
Okay, as the girls race behind the back of the house tent, so the boys race behind the back of the tents, I beg your pardon, and Seb Bjorn striding out in front, but Arthur White closing him down at some rate there. And you can see Arthur White just overtaking him, and that's William Shelton and Harry Ward as they go behind the tree. Arthur White now into the lead as he goes past Thomas Rourke, followed by William Shelton and Harry Ward.
And now, nearing the last 100 metres, Arthur is powering ahead. He really wants this first. He's been doing very well with his first recently. Can Arthur hold on? But William Shelton sprinting, giving it his all just behind. Harry Ward just behind William. This is going to be a very, very close race. William is catching up to Arthur. Arthur, however, is still leaning out front. It looks like Arthur's going to take first place here. Well done to Arthur. And Arthur's just crossing that line and... boom! Arthur takes first place. Then it's William. And then close here, Harry Ward, Eddie Bauer, Thomas Rourke, Sebastian Bjorn, then Ibrahim. Well done, everybody. Last race of the day. Such a performance. We've had such a good day. Well done.
Well, you say last race of the day, Ollie, but we still have the famous house relay where,
of course,
obviously once all the year fives have finished on their field events, all the pupils will congregate together in their houses where they will race in the house relay. Now, if it's like the lower school format, which was yesterday, then, oh, fantastic jump there on the screen by Farron. If it's like the lower school event yesterday, then it will be double points for the house relay. So a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of screaming, a lot of cheering by the pupils, but ultimately it's double points as we see Louis Mosley Davis, unfortunately knocked the bar off the high jump. So we'll stay with the high jump for now. That's the end of the track events for year 6 until we have the house relay. Mr. Clark there just totting up a few details as we see Zach Ford bound round for the high jump. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's just knocked the bar there, Zach Ford. Did a brilliant job.
He did. He did very, very well. Unfortunately, he could not quite make it. However, he might succeed on his track and try. You can see Louis Mosley Davis now. He's about to start his run up. And off he goes. He's going on his run up. He's doing well. And he clears. Oh, so close. Unfortunate for Louis. He couldn't quite clear it. This is very, very close right now. Now we see Farron running over to congratulate Louis and say, so close. I'm sure Louis will do it later. Now, just see a couple of helpful year 7s there. One of the photography year 7s. And now, Louis having another try. Can he do it this time? He's running up. He's got a bound in his step. He's got determination. And he clears it. Well done to Louis. What a jump.
Fantastic jump by Louis Mosley Davis there in the high jump. So it looks like we've got a bit of a battle going on the high jump over there again, like we did with the year 6s as well, which is great to see.
Indeed. Now Louis is walking back to his start, and it seems that it's possibly Farron's go now. We'll see that they're making the bar higher because, as we've seen before, this is a very, very close call. The bar has to be. The stakes are raised.
Well, we're going to announce the long jump, and Emilia Lynch, obviously, who broke records on the high jump. That's her long jump attempt. And Louis Mosley Davis back at the high jump. Oh, here comes Tia. Oh, lovely technique there. She came in quite almost casually, but then flopped over so gracefully there. Absolutely superb. And she jogs back. Now Farron approaches the high jump. Farron for the Vikings. Oh, and he does that with ease. And a little celebratory flop back onto the map from Farron. So he remains in the high jump competition. And Louis Mosley Davis's turn. And he clears it. It's a bit like a tennis match this. You go one way, then the other way. Good battle going on the high jump arena. Let's call it an arena. And we're back to the long jump with Amelia Lynch. So, takes a long run up. And that's a big jump. And Mr. Davis will use his tape measure to measure that. Tia looks like she might be having another attempt at the high jump. So, as we mentioned earlier, the previous girls' high jump record was 1m25. Obviously, that was broken earlier today by Emilia Lynch. I'm not 100% sure what she finished on, but that's been broken. But the long jump girls' record stands actually was set in 2010 and it's currently 3.57 meters. As we see Tia on the high jump, unfortunately hit the bar. Zeke just checked she's okay, which is nice. They're obviously both people's in the boarding house. They're just checking on her, but it seems like she's okay. Maybe hit her back a bit on the bar, but she's all right.
Now, it turns out that the under-10 girls' high jump record was set by O. Cottrell in 2010 with a massive jump of 1.15 meters, crazy high. And the boys' high jump was a huge, huge jump set by Woodward in 2006 with a 1.4 meter jump. And if I'm correct, that is higher than the Year 6 record.
We see Mosley Davis just taking a step back there to try and get himself into a better position. Mr. Clark with his clipboard there. I presume he's got something to do with results there and he's not just, you know, reading the times or something. So he's just showing Tia, I guess, her attempts. How high the bar is going.
Potential for a record to be broken here.
Yeah, as Tia prepares herself, and here she goes. Oh, that was very close, and you can see the frustration of her peers behind her. They thought she had it as well, but unfortunately just knocked the bar off. And she's getting a round of applause there, not only from her peers, but also the Year 7s who have supported so well in throughout this event. Just a quick thank you to all of you at home who are watching, who are tuned in and are watching this via a stream. I know obviously you'd prefer to be here in person, but hopefully you've enjoyed the day's events. I think the pupils have done themselves proud, and I'm sure you've picked up on that at home as well. And a massive thank you to CheersMate Productions, who've obviously facilitated all of this and the streaming service that they provided. So thank you very much to them as well.
Indeed. Been a wonderful day today. Everybody's been so much positivity. All the races have gone well. This has been awesome. And now Tia's coming up for her jump. Can she clear it? And she just misses, so close. Unfortunate.
So Ollie, Year 7 Sports Day is next week, I believe.
It is. Wednesday.
What 3 things have you learned from lower school sports day, middle school sports day that you're going to take with you to Year 7 Sports Day?
I've learned for long jump you need to jump really, really far and to tuck your legs in when you're doing that.
So long jump, you've got to jump long, good.
Yes, and then I've also learned for running races you've got to run fast.
Okay, you've got to run fast for running races. And the third lesson you've learned?
The third lesson I've learned is don't give up.
Don't stop believing.
Exactly. Don't stop believing that you can still run when you probably can't.
Thank you, Ollie. Very insightful as usual.
As usual. Now we see Miss Clark also directing Tia. She seems to have 1 attempt left. Can she clear this very, very high bar? There could be a record break here if she does clear this. Here we go. And she's running up. Can she clear this? That's the question. So close, just missed.
Very close. I think she gets a round of applause there. And life after Handcross Park, Ollie? A career in commentary for you, maybe?
Possibly, sir, but I have got my sights set on being a doctor. However, I could commentate my surgeries as I go. Oh, blood valve pop there. That's going to be bad. Ah, this heart's fixed. This will be fine.
Please let me know whichever surgery or GP's practice you're working at, and I will make sure I avoid it.
No, sir, I'm sure I'd be great. I could give you a 25% discount if that makes you feel any better.
I appreciate that.
But the question is 25% discount worth life?
Look, we've got the Year 7s behind us. You can see them on camera there at home. Brilliant. A crowd of Year 7s as Farron makes his way towards the high jump.
And he's
cleared it! Farron is pushing boundaries and continues to set the bar high.
Well done, Farron. He is exceeding. He is the new Amelia Lynch of Year 5.
He is, and I feel like we've been invaded by Year 7s, Ollie.
I feel like we have.
Don't look behind you, it's a scary sight.
It is, there's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Farron now. Going back, he's just collecting his thoughts. He's contemplating how he's going to get over this bar. And that is a very, very high jump. The question is, can he beat the absurd record set by Woodward in 2006 of 1.4 meters? Crazy high. Getting ready. He begins his run up. Quite a long run up there. He's grabbing his pace and he just misses. So close. Indeed. Running back with the energy of youth, sir.
Yep, energy of youth and the spring of a gazelle.
Is it elegance of a gazelle?
Gazelles can be elegant and springy.
Dynamic duo. Farron's running up again and he just misses.
That is close.
One attempt left for Farron. Really is a flock of Year 7s behind us now. Really a swarm.
Yeah, I feel like we're on the set of an Attenborough documentary.
Here
Possibly
we
so.
have the Year 7s in their natural habitat.
Here we have wild Year 7s in their natural habitat, flocking around the commentator prey.
Now Farron, this is his third attempt. He's gone up, he's running up now for the high jump. Let's see if he can make it. Oh, that's unlucky.
Close.
He's done himself really proud though, Farron. He can hold his head high. Has he got one more? Is that it? I thought that was his last one. He might have one more.
Possibly. Possibly.
And there you are. A better shot of us being... You're waving the wrong way, Year 7s. Look the other way, at this camera up here. There you go. So Year 7s, anyone's got siblings and you're watching, these are our Year 7 helpers, and somewhere in there is Ollie Winston. Ollie, stand up and give the camera a wave. Ollie Winston, thank you for all your, there you go, all his comms. He's done a fantastic job for the lower school sports day and also today.
Thank you to you, Mr. Carter.
No problem. As we see, Farron did have one more, so off he goes again. Here comes Farron. He's cleared it! Farron, oh! So you can, I'm sure you heard the cheer of the Year 7 tribe behind us.
So we need to make a name for them, like Tribe Year 7.
Or the collective noun. What is the collective noun for Year 7s? Like, you know, you have a murder of crows or a herd of cows. What do you call a collective group of Year 7s?
Murder of Year 7s.
Okay, on that happy note, let's see if Farron can continue to... Oh, this is a replay, I beg your pardon. This is a replay of Farron as he bounds round. He makes it up over the bar, and you can see Mr. Brown raises his hands and his umbrella in the air.
What a jump by Farron.
He's obviously impressed.
Farron has one more try. He's running up. This is a high bar here. Can he break the Year 5 record? Oh, just missed. More Year 7s.
More, yeah.
This is the reaction at the jump.
Oh, this is the reaction. So this is a replay. So that was everyone waving. Then Farron does the jump, and you should see everyone in a minute. This is the replay of the Year 7 seeing Farron just complete his last jump. So everyone's watching on the monitor here in the comms box, and you can see, oh, Freddie Gordon, a double fist pump. Very nice there. Farron Elmerless. There you go. Daniel Connolly, a fist pump as well. And they're all waving again. And look, you should see on the far side, Miss Twigger and Miss Sharp. Hometown heroes, celebrities. How are you feeling? Thumbs up. Perfect. Stephanie Boyle dancing.
Stephanie Boyle is thoroughly enjoying dancing, I feel. She is really just not giving up there.
I feel like the Year 7s are about to take my lunch money.
You know, sir, I feel like they're about to take my sanity.
Okay, right. It looks like the high jump might be done with, in which case I think Mr. Richards and Mr. Evans are probably getting themselves ready to congregate all the pupils, and we should be in a position to start the house relay shortly. We've just been joined by Johnny Pryor, another Year 7 celebrity. There you go, thumbs up. You can see them all there. In all seriousness, the Year 7s have been really helpful, and they've done themselves proud helping us out this afternoon on various events, either making sure the Year 5s and 6s are where they should be, or helping to score, or if you're Emmy Davis, just being really strict about where their toes are on the start positions.
Trying to overthrow Miss Robinson?
Yes, they've done a really good job, so thank you, Year 7s.
You can see Louis giving the camera a morbid wave, which is rather disconcerting. Anyway, I feel the Year 7s should give themselves a massive cheer for all their help. Give yourselves a cheer! Well done, Year 7s.
Okay, and now Year 7s, joking aside, I think your assistance may be required by Mr. Richards for presentation and for the house relays. So without further ado, Year 7s, thank you for your help. Off you go. That was a nice break.
And the murder of Year 7s disappears.
And we can turn and breathe a collective sigh.
We can.
Whew. There we go. Ah, hello. So, as you can see on the left side of your screen, the pupils are heading over for the presentations with Mr. Evans and Mr. Richards. Obviously, when that begins, you'll be delighted to hear that Ollie and I will be quiet for a few minutes so you can hear the presentations.
Indeed.
And then it should be time for the house relay, where, remember, it is double points for the houses. So, all to play for in the final event of the day.
Our dulcet tones will just disappear, much to your enjoyment.
There you go. Some waves. Some people have cottoned on that there's a camera up there and they're waving at you.
They are. Now we see they're all congregating. Now what would that be, sir?
The collective noun of middle school pupils.
Exactly. Maybe.
Would it be after their leader? So, you know, head of middle school, Mrs. Batchelor. Would it be a bachelor of pupils?
Possibly. However, I quite like the sound of a flatula of pupils. It just sounds better. Like maybe a flock, a flatula, flock. Combine it together, a flatula of pupils. And now we see they are all grouping together, ready now.
They are. The flatula of pupils are gathering together, Ollie. Mr. Richards is getting himself together, and so any minute now, we will be quiet and we will hear the presentations as Annie Winterton and Connie just got themselves a microphone as they run across the track. Seb Sheldon just sorting out some of the pupils there. As I said there, you can see on the screen Mrs. Davis, Miss Lyle, Mr. Evans, lots of various members of staff.
And
Mr. Richards.
Emmy also trying to overthrow Mr. Richards.
Okay.
I feel Emmy has become the...
Okay, boys and girls, can we please quiet down, take a seat? Year 7s, you can take a seat as well. Have a break. I believe we've finished all of our field events now. So what's going to happen is I'll go through all of our presentations for our Year 6 track events first, and then we'll come to all of the field event results as well. So you'll come up to the podium, we'll give you a huge round of applause, and Mrs. Williams and Sienna will take some photos for you. Okay? So, the Year 6 track events, the 800-metre final for the girls. In third place, Alice Wiseman. In second place, Cara Stevens. And in first place, Emilia Lynch. Well done, girls. The boys' 800-metre final. In third place, Edward Bauer. In second place, William Shelton. And in first place, Arthur White. You fold it and hold it. Well done, boys. We'll go on to the girls' 100-metre, starting with Division 4. In third place, Sophia Rushetnik. In second place, Grace Watkin. And in first place, Jocelyn Sturgis. The girls' Division 3, in third place, Phoebe Guam. In second place, Lily Hollis. There she is. And in first place, Gemma Zhang. Well done, girls. The girls' 100-metre Division 2 in third place, Alexandra Mourinho. In second place, Amelia Blakemore. And in first place, Cara Stevens. Girls Division 1 in third place, Emilia Lynch. In second place, Alice Wiseman. And in first place, Danielle Ikide. The boys 100 meter Division 3 in third place, Hansu Zhang. In second place, Devon Hare. And in first place, Alan Zhao. The Division 2 boys 100 meters in third place, James Ray. In second place, Tom Coleman. And in first place, Archie Bates. Hang on, sorry, I read the wrong one, my mistake. Edward Bauer. Sorry, Edward. Well done, boys. Division 1 in third place, Arthur White. In second place, William Shelton. And in first place, who was it? Archie Bates. Well done, boys. Okay, on to the 200 meters. Division 4 girls. In third place, Sophia Reshetnik. In second place, Grace Watkin. And in first place, Louise Molinar-Slade. The Girls Division 3 in third place, Georgina Higginson. In second place, Gemma Zhang. And in first place, Amelia Blakemore. The Girls Division 2, 200 meters in third place, Bella Davidson. In second place, Alexandra Mourinho. And in first place, Jemima Clary. I guess. 200 meter Division 1 girls in third place, Alice Wiseman. In second place, Emilia Lynch. And in first place, Danielle Ikide. On to the boys, 200 meters. Division 3 in third place, Hansu Zhang. In second place, James Ray. And in first place, Devon Hare. Division 2, 200 meters. In third place, Tom Coleman. In second place, Ibrahim Kashif. And in first place, Alan Zhao. And the Division 1 200 metre in third place, Thomas Rourke. In second place, Harry Ward. And in first place, he's receiving medical treatment, but should we give him a huge cheer so he can hear us? Arthur White. We'll get a photo of you all together later, boys, if Arthur can. For the girls' 300 metre final, in third place, Alice Wiseman. In second place, Emilia Lynch. And in first place, Danielle Ikide. And the boys' 300 metre final, in third place, Harry Ward. In second place, William Shelton. And in first place, another huge cheer please for Arthur White. Okay, we'll go on to the field events, and some of the field events we might know the results very clearly, particularly the high jump results, but for some of them they may come as a surprise because you don't know if someone would have come and beaten your score. So we'll start with the under 11 girls long jump. In third place, Alice Wiseman. In second place, Amelia Lynch. And in first place, Charlotte Orton. The boys under 11 long jump. In third place, Harry Ward. In second place, Arthur White. And in first place, William Shelton. Now, the under 11 girls high jump. I think we all know the results to this one. However, we had 3 school records for the under 11 girls broken, or equalled and then broken. So in third place, equaling the record, was Danielle Ikide. In second place, breaking Danielle's record, was Alice Wiseman. And in first place, breaking Alice's record with 1 metre 32, when the record was 1 metre 25, Amelia Lynch. And the boys under 11 high jump, equally eventful with plenty of new personal bests. I think pretty much from all of the boys in that event. But in third place, Sebastian Bjorn. In second place, Harry Ward. And in first place, Zach Warlow. Well done, boys. We'll move on to the girls' shot put for the under 11s. In third place, Emma McDonald. In second place, Aoife Dobbs. And in first place, Louise Molinar-Slade. And the under 11 boys shot put. In third place, Thomas Pooley. In second place, Alan Zhao. And in first place, Hansu Zhang. Well done, boys. The under 11 girls cricket ball throw. In third place, Louise Molinar-Slade. In second place, Aoife Dobbs. And in first place, Emma McDonald. And well done, girls. The boys under 11 cricket ball throw. In third place, Arthur White. In second place, Seb Bjorn. And in first place, Ibrahim Kashif. Okay, and we'll last few guys. On to the under 10 field events. We'll start with the girls' ball throw. So in third place, Darcy Chelmick. In second place, Olivia Smith. And in first place, Claudia Allison. The boys under 10 ball throw. In third place, Zach Collison. In second place, Zach Stein. And in first place, Zach Ford. The under 10 girls shot put. In third place, Naomi Hamilton. In second place, Kelsey Adewumi. And in first place, Zelia Wellenhoff. The under 10 boys shot put. In third place, Lucas Hawes. In second place, Rory McGavock. And in first place, Tyler Yu. Okay, on to the under 10 girls high jump. Oh yeah, tricky one. In third place, Katria Lindaji. In second place, Olivia Smith. And in first place, Tia Yu. And the boys under 10 high jump. In third place, Zach Ford. In second place, Louis Mosley Davis. And in first place, Farron Elmalas. And we are just waiting and fresh off the press, the long jump results for the under 10 girl and boys. Thank you. Oh no. So, the under 10 girls long jump in third place. Sorry. In third place, Luya Lee. In second place, B. Isles. And in first place, Claudia Allison. And for the boys, in third place, Ed Disley. In second place, Louis Mosley Davis. And in first place, Farron Elmalas. Good job. Okay, really huge well done to everyone today. We have got one final event, which is the house relay. This is worth double points. Now, you will listen up, please. Year 5s only. Can you head over to Mr. Evans first, please?
So well done all those podium athletes, and well done everyone who's taken part today. As Ollie said already this afternoon, every single point will contribute to the house total for Middle School Sports Day, and in turn those points will contribute massively to the overall house totals of all 3 sports days, this year actually. So as Mr. Richards just said, there's one final event this afternoon, which is the house relay. It's not your traditional shuttle where you go your sort of back and forth. So what will happen is the houses will line up on the track. So we've got the Britons, the Normans, the Vikings and the Saxons, and our lovely Year 7s will be down the end of the track with flags, and what will happen is that they'll hold the flag up and drop it when it's safe for the next person to go. Now, depending on the numbers in each house, it may mean that some people have to run twice, so it's a fair amount, but they are just getting themselves into position for the house relay, and we will begin shortly.
Indeed. So the aim here is to finish first place as always, and last time the Saxons triumphed in Lursel, so we'll see if anybody can best them this time.
This is probably the hardest event to commentate on, Ollie, because it's such a short distance and we end up talking very fast.
We do. However, there's a lot of commentation to be done.
But everyone's just getting into position. You can see now we are getting flocked by Year 7s in their natural habitat again, which is great. Some hands going up there. Yes.
Wild Year 7s. Unpredictable and dangerous.
And
Be
you
careful.
can see we've got some Year 7 flag bearers just on the finish line there. They've got their flags ready to raise when it's and then drop when it's safe to do so. Mr. Cripps just walking across the course there. Hello, Mr. Cripps. Coming across. All the house tents are empty. They've been vacated and the pupils are now in their lines. Mr. Evans is about 50 metres down the track, just sorting the pupils out into their running orders, ready for the house relay. Ollie, again, you know, being a neutral here, not being biased, who's your money on? Which house do you think are you predicting is going to take home the house relay?
Last time I predicted Britain's, that didn't go too well. But I would say this time Vikings have been doing really, really well. And they have Farron up there. They've got Hugh. They've been doing really well. So I predict Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Vikings have made quite a few appearances on the podium this afternoon. However, the house relay counts for double points. So if any of the other houses can manage to win this, they will do themselves a huge favour in regards to the final total for Middle School Sports Day.
They will. So each house has its ambassador. Mr. C for Vikings, Miss Sharp for Saxons, Mr. Evans for Normans, and Miss
Twigger
for Britons.
As you can see there, they're just getting their instructions about what to do. And our official race day photographers, Anne and Sienna, making their way down the track there.
Indeed. Now we have Mr. Evans just telling them where to go, how to do it. Everybody knows. He's pointing to the Year 7s, telling them that when the flag drops, that's when they have to start running, but not when the flag drops. We've had people in the past start running when other people's flags have dropped, and that's a fatal mistake because it will get you disqualified.
It's also cheating, and it's very, very naughty.
Indeed, cheating is bad.
Okay, so we are now just waiting. The Year 7 flag bearers are practicing their flag bearing skills, and I've got to say, they are doing a very good job at bearing those flags.
It's a very difficult job. You have to raise the flag, then you have to drop the flag. It requires massive brain capacity and immediate concentration.
And strong shoulder muscles as well.
Indeed. A lot of stuff these days requires strong shoulder muscles. Tennis.
There we go. There are our flag bearers. So Seb, Dearsley, Daniel, Connie, and Anakin, who looked like he was practicing a cricket shot with his flag there, but you know, we'll wait and see.
Just behind Anakin is deputy head boy George Rhodes, who's giving us a little pirouette.
Fantastic. Really trying to urge the pupils home with a pirouette or two at the finish line.
Maybe he's telling them just as they cross, they must do a pirouette. It's the Britain's right of way.
Mr. Clark stood to the side. Not Mr. Clark as in Director of Studies Mr. Clark, other Mr. Clark, Games Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark.
Sport Mr. Clark. Okay, Seb Dearsley's got his hood up. Maybe that's a good luck superstition for Seb Dearsley. Who knows?
Or maybe people can't see his hair when they're running. It puts them off.
So the pupils just rearranging themselves into order. What tactics would you have, Ollie? If you were house captain and you were trying to get your house in order, would you put your fast runners at the front, or would you save them for last?
I put my fast runners at the front, and then I put my slow people at the back, because hopefully if we were doing it again, the fast runners would go again. And the best of the thing about this is, then we get a nice lead at the start, and the leads are cool.
Leads are cool, you're right. There you go. It's a bit of insight, athletic insight from Ollie Winterton.
Not the dog leads, but the athletic leads.
Dog leads can be cool as well, though.
They are cool. I have a dog lead, you know.
Do you have a dog?
Yes, but it's also good for towing Annie along.
And there is your beloved twin sister there, standing behind Connie.
Of course, it's not human slavery, it's just...
Sibling rivalry, we'll put that down to. So, anyway, back to the start line. You can see Mr. Cripps, Mr. Evans getting the pupils ready and organised. They look eager, they look ready to rock and roll. If you can hear giggling in the background, it's still the Year 7s, they're still behind us.
The murder of Year 7s. We decided on their pack name being a murder, like a crow.
Like a crow, a murder of crows. There we go, look, you can't even see us. Look, somewhere in there. Oh, I tried to stand up, I stood on my lead. We're here. There we go. So ambushed by Year 7s. What a way to spend a Wednesday afternoon. And there we have it. Back to the real winners of today, the athletes.
Indeed. Well, I'm pretty sure we concluded that athletics was the winner.
It was, yeah. So it looks like, if they're going in the order that they're positioned in, it looks like Archie Bates is going to start proceedings off for the Britons, Bella Davison for the Normans, Maggie Lunn for the Saxons, and I'm trying to see for the Vikings, it looks like William Shelton. Now that may well change, but they are who are in the front of the lines at the moment, so they're just getting ready now. Just a reminder, if you're not familiar, Britons are in the red colours, Normans are in the green, Saxons are in the yellow, and the Vikings are in the blue. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see as they get themselves organised. You'd like to think there's a bit of friendly back and forth going on between the teams. And Mr. Evans has raised his clipboard, which is obviously the highly technological way of saying, I'm ready.
Agreed. It's universal sign language. If you shout out to a person in Russia, they would know, he's ready.
Oh, and they're off. And so Archie Bates, William Shelton is strong. And William Shelton looks like he's in the lead as he goes down the first. So Archie Bates, in the lead for Britons, followed by William Shelton, then Bella, then Maggie Lunn. And the flags have been dropped, so the next people are down.
Sprinting across the line, closely followed by Farron, who's actually overtaken him. Then Alex Mourinho, and then Luke Rourke just for the Saxons.
So Britons in the lead, followed closely by the Vikings, followed by, the Normans, followed by the Vikings, and then the Saxons, Louis Mosley-Davis making up good ground for the Saxons. But the Britons with Claudia Allison being chased by Tyler for the Normans.
Indeed. And now we see Sam Trott just behind Vikings, and Tia is sprinting past Zachary. She's really going gas. Then it's Max Dinning, and just behind Max Dinning is Oliver Ransom.
And then we've got Aliha Makeem and Nyan Rastogi going neck and neck towards the finish line. Ed Dearsley doing really well, followed by Naomi Hamilton, Olivia Smith, and then Sadie Bushell on the far side for the Britons.
Hugh Crocker now for the Vikings. Really, really doing well. Then Aaliyah just behind him. Then it's Hugh, and then that's...
And there's Barnaby Eden battling his way, but Darcy Chelmick overtakes Barnaby, and Anakin drops the flag for Britons, and they're off again. But Zach Collison tearing down the near side, followed closely by Tara. On the far side of your picture looks like B, and then Lucas Hawes for the Normans. Oh, that's very fast by Catrill. And then Kelsey coming up now. Zoya Haida for the Britons on the far side is about to finish. And that is Lily Whale as well.
Indeed.
Pippa Gilby, Luya Lee sprinting up for the Saxons, followed by Rory McGavock.
And Kieran just behind Rory McGavock. They're going very quick. Anakin drops the flag. We now go back, and we see Lauren Bushell just finishing for the Vikings. Zach Warlow powering down this line.
Harry Ward making up good ground for the Saxons here. Powering home, you've got Ethan Sobbs and Tom Coleman, and Alan crossing the finish line now. Here comes Phoebe, followed by Seb Bjorn and Emma McDonald and Vaughn. Okay, and then we've got Daniela Akini, super fast. Cara Stevens, Grace Watkin.
Then we have...
And Jimmer.
Then we have... Georgina just leading for the Saxons, and then closely followed behind that Alice Wiseman and Charlotte Orton, then Alexander Colley. This is a close race. Then we have Lily Hollis neck and neck with Henry Williams just behind. No, that's Amelia Blakemore. Then we have Lily Hollis, James Ray sprinting for the Normans, make up good ground. Jemima Clary really letting it have it, and Niall Huskian just behind. Jocelyn Sturgis for Britons, Louise Montlasnay for the Normans, Elizabeth Jessup for the Vikings. She's really going well. She's just in front of Saxons, and then just behind that is Tyler for the
Now it looks like Vikings have one person left to go, and the Brits. So the Vikings have their last person, and it is Farron who is powering home. And it looks like the Vikings have won, followed closely by the Normans.
Well done to the Vikings. What a stunning performance there by Farron.
Britons, the Normans, and then the Saxons by the look of it. Well done, all the houses. That is the house relay complete. They will sit there.
I got it right.
And Mr. Evans will tot up the final scores where they will be announced on the track.
Indeed.
Okay, so you should hear any minute now. Once they've totted up. Mr. Evans used to be a maths teacher, so it shouldn't take him too long.
No, it shouldn't. I remember, he was very good at maths, and he's also very good at running.
Do you think he gets extra marks for showing his working out of the house scores?
My maths teacher tells me you get extra marks, so I think he must too.
No, fair enough. So, Mr. Evans telling the pupils to stay sat on the track. They are just sitting down there. A lot of excitable energy. Just the competitiveness overflowing slightly.
You can see the podium being set up by a bunch of helpful Year 7s.
Ah, helpful Year 7s. So the podium is being set up. They will announce the victor and the victrix.
Indeed.
So the top performing boy and the top performing girl of the day for the middle school sports day, and the overall house totals will be confirmed.
And this is a big moment for everybody. They're all so excited. They really want to come first. I'm sure they do.
The tension is palpable.
The tension is palpable, indeed.
There's you just see to the top of the track, slightly to the right.
Okay, boys and
Mr.
girls,
Piper.
and to all the parents and friends and family watching from all over the world. I think I speak for all of the staff here, all of you guys, and also everyone watching at home. A huge well done for such an amazing event today. I'm certainly looking forward to going back onto YouTube later and just replaying everything, particularly high jump finals. So can we have a huge round of applause for all of the children, please? And children, I think you can appreciate all of the staff who are here today, just how many people it takes to run your events, all the different field events going on, the track at the finish line, our refreshments and our nurses, just people everywhere helping out to make this run smoothly and make it so enjoyable. So can we have a huge round of applause to all the staff? And also a massive... We'll try this one. Just a huge thank you from me personally to all of the staff for help making my job much easier by just everyone cracking on and making it all run so great. Thank you also to our production team, CheersMate, who have been in filming everything today. Cheers, mate. Now, we've presented all of our awards for the individual divisions and the field events, but what we do have here is the points that you have accumulated as individuals and then for the house event cup for the middle school. So I'll go through the individual prizes first. So for the under 10 girls, if you'd like to come up and receive your medal. In third place, Katria Lindeji. In second place, Tia Yu. And in first place, Claudia Allison. Now, the under 10 boys. There is no third place. It is a tie for second with Louis Mosey Davis and Zach Collison. And in first place, Farron Elmalas. Well done, boys. The under 11 girls. In third place goes to Danielle Ikide. Second place to Alice Wiseman. And in first place to Emilia Lynch. Well done, girls. The under-11 boys, 3rd place goes to Harry Ward. Second place goes to William Shelton. And first place goes to Arthur White. Is he able to get up? Well done, Arthur. Now, we have trophies for the Victor and Victrix Ladorum, who is the individual boy and girl who received the most points. And this can come from either Year 5 or Year 6. So, the 2021 Victor Ladorum goes to Farron Elmelas. And the Victrix Ladorum goes to Amelia Lynch. Let's give him another huge round of applause. Now, the House Points Cup for the middle school will be added to the total from the lower school, which we already know, and then after the Year 7 and 8, so the overall House Point Cup for Sports Day, we'll find out on the last day of term. However, we do have the results for the middle school Sports Day, and I'll ask that the first place flag bearer comes up to receive the trophy. So in 4th place, the Normans. In 3rd place, the Saxons. And there was just 9 points between 1st and 2nd. So in 2nd place was the Vikings. So the winners are the Britons. Oh, that's right, Arthur, come up. Well done to the Britons.
Okay, can I just finish off, last minute or so? Can everyone give a big round of applause to the Year 7s who've been so helpful this afternoon? Also to our commentators, 2nd day in a row, Mr. Carter and Ollie Winterton. But also George and Connie, who also helped with their commentating at the high jump and the long jump. So well done to them as well. And finally, a big thank you to Mr. Richards, who organised it yesterday and today, and the whole team and all of you, the pupils. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
I'm going to hand back over to Mr. Carter and Ollie to say goodbye to the parents, but thank you all very much for watching.
Thank you very much for coming. It's been a wonderful day. I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a wonderful middle school sports day. Lots of athletic prowess on show. The pupils have done amazingly well, and so they will now return to lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
What drama we have here! Allowed to play on, puts a shot away, it's just another super goal!
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody, pitchside. England have won this one 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey. It's Stephen Godfrey. He's at the goal. Stephen Godfrey.
Your 2018 champions,